Uh,
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I welcome you back to another special episode of Simply Awesome Podcast, man. We're back here. We're gonna hit the rest of 2024 hard. You guys more content. Well, man, I'm glad to be back. How you feeling, Roy?
sir, feeling great, calls.
Man,
We're
been a minute.
excited about the new year, excited about the new school year and everything's going on with that.
Yes.
Excited about life. Damn, the year rolling by fast. The year's rolling by fast.
Yes.
We almost up September.
But yeah, we're almost in September. Getting through August. Yeah, it seems like Thanksgiving and Christmas and
On the
Halloween
way,
things
on
are
the
like.
way.
And it's just time of the year where it just seems to flow on by.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. How you
Most
feeling, calls?
basketball season coming up professionally.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Man, got by. But what's up with you, Roy? What you been up to the past few weeks, months, etc.
Just improving myself, trying to get better every day. Staying out the way, staying C19 free. Try to
Kids?
build up my social relationships. No kids, just a little bit of
No more,
practice,
no more kids.
No kids at all, bro. No kids at all.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Try to get a little bit of practice in, but not that. Thank God, thank God,
Practice.
thank God. Try to get the practice in, try to get the practice in, as much as I can, as much as I can. But yeah, no kids yet.
All right.
How's
Any
things going for you?
things are going awesome. I'm about to kick off the start of the year for 2024-2025 school year.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I got my room straight and everything. Social studies teacher of the year. I'm trying to get that.
Nice, nice, nice.
It's crazy just going year in, year out, seeing your students progress and hopefully help them get to the point where they can be functioning adults. Is very important to me. And it's it's been a journey, but the journey has been fulfilling in its core moments, and I've seen so much growth in myself, and um, I feel like this year I'm like the most prepared that I've ever been. Going to um, year three. First year you don't know what to expect. Second year, you're still in acclimated, and now you just you know I just see myself at a different level where it's just more or less I'm just more or less know the things I need to do and everything feels like second nature. And I taught summer school this year too, so right now I feel like my mind's just so fresh with ideas and ways to be creative with teaching and get the students engaged, and hopefully help themselves become better people, and helping us for the future. We're in our 30s and 40s, and these are the people that we got to rely on to help keep the thing moving. So
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully we can receive the fruits of their labor going forward, from my labor going on now, right now.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to shout out to donors, Choose and Kleenex as well. Thank you guys for funding my project, and it's definitely going to help the learning experience for my students for 2024-2025 year as well.
Nice, nice.
Oh, also, segue. Maybe we should save it, but I'm not. Deadpool versus Wolverine is hands down movie of the year. I was just
Okay,
put it out there right there.
okay.
Movie of the year.
That's a good opinion to have right there. I think it's a little bit early because everything hadn't released yet, but I can
Granted,
understand why.
maybe
I
for
can understand. I
Gladiator
can understand.
too, but Deadpool vs. Wolverine is a must see, must watch. Um, I've seen it 2 times. Might have to see it another time. I don't know why, but is it's only growing to be very addictive.
It's a good movie. It is a contender on my list for movie of the
You go
year.
right with
I've
the
seen
hate.
it 4 times.
Right?
I
Oh,
don't
you
have no
say it
hate.
4 times?
I've
Oh
seen
no,
it
man.
four
I thought
times.
usually come with the hate.
What do you mean the hate? Why would I hate?
I thought you were
It's a
gonna
good
come with the
movie.
hate. I felt it.
This is a good
No, from
movie.
from
I'm
the
not.
last time we was talking about Drake and Kendrick, You know, I
That
felt
that that wasn't
felt
hate,
so much
sir. That was that
vitriol.
was that
There's a
wasn't
lot,
hate,
a lot
sir.
of hate, a lot of
Those
hate.
were those were let me say my opinion and some objective facts. If
Oh,
it might have felt like hate, it might have felt like hate. It
it
was not.
was hate, but you
It
know,
was not hate, sir.
unless you live,
But I understand why you felt that way. Being a Drake fan, I understand that. But no,
you live.
Deadpool and Wolverine is a great movie. Must see if you're a comic book movie fan. It is in my the top contender list for movie of the year for me right now. I can't say it is a movie of the year yet because everything hasn't been released. I haven't seen everything I want to see, but it is up there for me. Hopefully by I say middle of December, I'll
Mhm.
have everything right. And I'll see what the list I have is for movies of the year. See where it is on the list. I don't have no particular order right now, but it is up there on my list.
Most definitely. Is that a date night type of movie? What do you think?
Uh, for most people, I would say yeah. For most people, I would say yeah.
What do you think about?
Not everybody likes action movies. Not everybody likes comic book movies. So for those people, I say no. But for most people that do like the action genre and do like buddy comedies and do like stuff like that and actual comic movies, then yes. But if those are things you're not into, then no, that's not a date movie.
What's the last? What's probably the most practical or probably best first date place to take a one? You think?
What you talking about? In my opinion,
In your opinion?
movies is out because you don't get to actually interact with the person while you're at the movies. You're watching the movie.
That's true.
I say do an activity. Maybe go to if they like art, go to a museum. If you want to have fun, maybe go to arcade. Go bowling. Go do an activity and have dinner. That way you have something to talk about while you're doing the activity. And either go to dinner before or after that point, depending on how late it is, so you can enjoy your meal while you're there. That's one of the things that I would do. Or if you don't want to do activity, just go to a movie and enjoy time with the company. I mean, not a movie, my bad, not a movie. Go to dinner and enjoy time with the company. My bad. I misspoke right there. Go to dinner and enjoy time with the company, not a movie. Movies
How,
out the way.
how soon you before you pay for the fly out?
I don't know float anyone else, so I can't say that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you lying. All
I
them
don't
do
float anybody else.
all them do rags in your collection. You tell me that
I've never flown with anybody else.
that's crazy.
I've flown to people.
Oh,
No. I
you
paid for
flew
my
it
flight.
out.
Nobody else flew me out. Nobody flew me
You've
out. I
been
flew to
flued
them.
out. You've
I've
been
never been
flued
flew out.
out.
No,
Ah,
we met there. It was I've never been flew out. No,
you ain't been
I've
flued.
flown out, but I've never been flew out. No.
Not the luxury, man. We gotta step our game up, man. Gotta
But no,
find exclusive dating.
apparently,
dating.
I'm not doing some things right because apparently people get cars out of people, people getting apartments out of people. I ain't never had no car. Anybody brought me no car yet. You was at a party when that story was told. You was at a party it was last week when somebody said a person they know got a car out of their relationship. Like I must be doing something wrong. I ain't never got no car.
True. But shout out to the Tinder swindler who was able to I mean find a ride or die. Man,
Ooh,
says
that
he sent that man money on man. She was that man.
that
I hopefully one day we can get to that steps.
uh, I ain't find nobody stupid enough to do that. I'm playing. Don't take advantage of people. Don't take advantage of
No,
people.
do not take advantage of people.
We
But
don't,
if
we
people
don't,
like to
we're just
offer you
joking.
things,
We're just joking right now. We're just joking.
if people want to offer to do things for you, then I mean, hey,
Get that wrong. That no, don't take advantage of people.
yeah, I'll take
We're
advantage.
joking right now. We're joking.
All right, let's get into today's topics, man.
All right, let's get into today's topic. Okay, let's start off with some crazy stuff going on with Boeing. So as you know, there's a case with Boeing right now for the whistleblower. The whistleblower got killed in a big old Boeing case. Then somebody else got killed in a whistleblower case. And now apparently the judge was selling stocks selling or buying stock in the Boeing case while he was on the case. I'm like, what the? That has to be illegal. That
Yep.
guy, you would think that it was not need to be. That gotta be illegal for you taking advantage of information you know because of a case.
Got insider trading.
You would think so, but I guess because technically he don't work for the damn company, it might not be. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know how the SEC how that work with the SEC or whatever, but that really seems very suspicious to me. Matter of fact, let me look it up to be sure exactly what happened in the case. Hold on. Because I won't misquote nobody. I will say, "Oh, you were wrong about this. You were wrong." Uh,
You know, um, we live in a time where it's real life monopoly and people are more
here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we fucking go. It was revealed that the judge revealed that he accidentally traded the company's stock while overseeing the case. Judge James Robard told Business Insider that his wife's IRA managed by a bank had brought and sold between $1,000 and $1,000 worth of a company stock last year in April while proceeding over the case. So the judge is saying that it was his wife's IRA that did that. Like, nigga, you have control over. You can look in and see what's in your IRA. Like, you can't see what stock being done, and you're supposed to manage your portfolio. You are. You don't have it automatically done. I understand you have to hire people to do it, but you're supposed to manage your portfolio. So that has to be some type of way unethical. It gotta be.
yeah,
I don't
100%.
give a fuck with your wife, your child, your damn foster sibling, your auntie that's 3 times removed that did the shit. You supposed to know when your people when your immediate family is doing some shit like that, like, and that's on you to figure out. It's very unethical at the least. It's very unethical. It
I
might not be
think,
illegal, but it's very unethical. Let's say that.
yeah, I mean, we just loopholes,
But
loopholes.
how you preside over a case and you buy and sell stock with that shit? That's crazy. That is crazy. They gotta
Welcome
be
to
against some
America.
type. It has to be against some type of law, man.
Yeah, because like, how can you
So
like
you're proceeding over a case and profit from the case from said case.
like you're getting all the key details of what the fuck could possibly be the outcome. Like how's that not unethical?
You would think so, man. You would think so.
But welcome to America. This is the things that we deal with.
Yeah.
Uh, the
All right.
possible is very possible. The impossible is very possible here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Let's go to another court case. We're going to the YSL trial. We're going to try and get this done, man. This has been a very, very interesting case right here with the YSL. Everything's going with them because you got a couple separate trials. You got the Gunner case, which
Mhm.
is separately. You got the YSL Woody case, which is separately. You got Doug Brother, which is technically a separate case. The dude that played crazy, like, oh, I'm crazy, whatever. He got his own separate case, or whatever. For YSL, like he was mentally not confident to be there for trial. And he got some type of murder charge or whatever. He had
Mhm.
his own separate case. Then you got Doug and his co-defendants. Let's see how long this case has been going on. Let's see. Doug has been in jail for 719 days, 15 hours and 49 minutes. They have a counter up on this website. That's crazy. The trial began in November of 2023.
November,
Trial began in the trial is almost a year old.
and it still may go longer.
Yeah, then though with the one of his lawyers getting caught for getting for doing some fuck shit like doing some fuckery. The other one with the other judge get caught talking about, oh, how you know about that secret meeting we had? How you know about that? They go to jail when they're coming out, all that other bullshit. Then it's what it was something else with a lawyer. They changed the judges, and these judges like, how the fuck this shit been going on so long? Like, how you got 85 days worth of witnesses? Like, and then you taking breaks in between, and then jurors had to get kicked off because they was in favor, they was not impartial or biased.
It's
Rap the Thug, the lyrics and shit. Like this
a
is a
mess.
wild ass trial.
A mess.
Then the feds can pick this shit up because even if the state don't go through with the feds, always pick it up as a RICO charge.
I
Uh, then you got the fucking I think Woody's trial is still going on too.
yeah. They one of these motherfuckers gotta be dismissed, be dismissed. Like
I think the third trial might end up with all the shenanigans. It might end in a mistrial.
ha-
And think about being on a jury for a year and then having to recount all the shit, all the witnesses they brought up, all the testimony and shit. Because when you go back into the jury box, you could write down your questions, say all these clarifications on this. I see this evidence. I need this. That, you refresh it on shit. I think about keeping all the shit from a year ago and refresh it in your memory for this trial. So you
yeah,
gotta keep the witnesses. You gotta disregard some shit because they don't say, okay, this shit wasn't right, so you gotta disregard this evidence. Then you gotta focus it on this. You got like it's tough for a jury. I want to say how to keep all this shit straight.
they're not. And this is all based on like conspiracy, and then not everybody's talking or people talking and not nothing's coherent, you know. And
Well, with conspiracy, you don't have to prove that you did anything. There's
yeah, just
several that sometimes involved in it. Don't have to
but
prove you were directly involved in it.
how or you sound like a robot. But they're trying to you know
Sorry about that.
they're trying to connect the dots, but it seem like these dots are connecting nowhere. Seem like they're very um irregular. For me, it's a shame that he Thug has to go through this as well as co-defendants and miss out on maybe key moments of his life as well as children's
Yeah.
life, and he's taking care of a lot of people, and um his it's clearly he's missing out on his fans, and all for what you know
Man, hey, okay. For those of you that don't know what this case is actually about, this case is about a shooting that happened, a alleged shooting that happened, and some people that were allegedly in Thug Circle, YSL. I don't know if they're actually YSL artists or they're like part of the blood gang that he's in because you can't be in two gangs at once. You
Mm,
can't be in YSL and be in blood at the same time. If YSL is a gang, you can't do both. It's one or the other. You got loyalty to the Bloods over here. You got loyalty to YSL. You can't be in both. That ain't how the gang shit work.
mhm,
So apparently, Thug rented a car. I don't know if it was an SUV, sedan, whatever it was. Somebody said, "Hey, let me get the keys to the car." He's like, "Fuck it, you my boy. Go ahead, throw the keys, like the keys on the counter, whatever it was." They allegedly went and did a shooting, drive by, whatever, and came back and everything. During the investigation, it was found that this vehicle was on the scene or in the area. They tracked it down, found out Thug was the one that actually rented the vehicle. After the alleged shooting happened, after the shooting happened, police officers did their investigation. When they investigated, got witnesses, evidence, all that good stuff checked, door cams, traffic cams, all that good shit, whatever they did. Found enough evidence to prosecute these people.
mhm,
Took it to, I believe, the DA figured out what it was, convened the grand jury. Grand jury was convened, whatever happened. Figured out what the charges were. Said, oh, we can escalate this with gang enhancement, do this, do that. All together, it's a RICO charge because apparently people profited from the actions that were criminal actions that were taken in this case. Now, because Thug was the one that actually rented the car, he's involved in it because people that he gave the car to were did a crime. That's how he got wrapped up in all this. He directly did anything as far as we know, but because the vehicle that he rented was used in the commission of the crime, he's wrapped up in this and became a RICO charge. Because everything, so of course, somebody that was lower level in said organization got popped for something else and told, And so that's how they got evidence against people, post people telling.
Mm.
So we got Thug arrested over a year or so ago, yeah, damn near 2, 3 years ago. Trial started last year. Case been mismanaged, mishandled, all this other wild shit going on. And the trial still really hasn't got to anything of importance.
Stalemate.
They've been like it really is has nothing has happened. Many court dates, lots of deliberation, lots of evidence being shown or and hidden and being told to be shown, and witnesses not being there, being added to, and all this other shit. And deliberation is just like they ended deliberations on was it Friday, they started back up on Monday, or start back up on Monday. Like still bringing evidence, still bringing in witnesses, and all this other stuff. So the jury you had for a year been basically stuck in this trial. Now, I don't know if they're sanctioned to like a hotel or something, or they can go actually go home. I don't know what they're doing with that, but you're not supposed to watch TV, not supposed to watch the news, not supposed to talk to your family, not supposed to talk to your friends about this.
The fuck you supposed to do that for a year? And
Can't read no papers. You're not supposed to do anything, have any outside sources to influence anything you do while you're on the jury. You're supposed to say, okay, listen, whatever evidence they show you within the confines of the court, and I don't have any outside influences because that can taint your actual your opinion and change the outcome of the case. That's why you don't have anybody talking to you because, like, say you're on trial and one of your friends go talk to a witness, talk to a juror, they see that as jury intimidation. It'll actually hurt your trial because they say you intimidated a juror, you tried to get them chained in, whatever. That's more charges on you.
Mhm.
And the person, even if you didn't have nothing to do with that, they did it on their own. That's still going to add that charge on you saying, oh, you sent somebody to intimidate the juror, whatever, or tamper with people and stuff. So they don't want any outside influences to these jurors. They want to just let's see what's happening in the court case within the daggone jury, within the daggone courtroom. Not have no radio, TV, podcast, your wife, your husband, your kids, your auntie, your hairstylist, nobody, your barber, nobody to talk to you about this shit. You can't talk to them about it because they have undue influence on you. Because you can only hit, like say they the court reporter writes something, but
Mhm.
that's not saying in the actual court. Like say we have the court reporter has outside sources, like news stations have people like, oh, I'm an outside source, I know this about this and this about this, but this whatever they said isn't actually what was the case. So we as people outside reading will have information that the jury doesn't have.
I think that
It's gonna be wild to see how this actually goes.
yeah,
Because it might be a mistrial that might say, oh, we gotta do this all over again.
yeah, it's going to be hard for the jury to keep up with everything and not to be sidetracked from wanting to even just hurry up and get the trial over because I'm pretty sure they're missing, I'm saying, the loved ones be able to live a normal life, you know. And you're
Of
talking
course,
about
of course, people do watch TV and shit. Of course, people do be on their cell phones. And you're not supposed to. Of course, people talk to their wives and husbands about this shit. They can't stop you doing it, but you're not supposed to do these things. These things they warn you against doing while you're on the jury. So of course they can't stop you from going to see the trial, going to your phone, looking up some shit or whatever, or going to talk to your spouse or your partner or whatever, or talking to somebody or whatever. They can't stop you doing it, but you're not supposed to be able to have those influence you.
but even still with that, you still at the end of the day you're still essentially making a decision on somebody else's life.
Yeah,
And that got weight on you, and that's a that's a tough weight because
that's a
the
heavyweight. That's
men
a
is
very
back there,
heavyweight.
they got families, and at the end of the day, your opinion will be weighted highly in whether they get to go home or stay, or be in prison.
Yeah, that's a very heavy weight to carry. Whether you send someone to prison for a while or whether you get free. And you're limited to what options you have. Like, say you believe this person didn't do anything, but you still have to charge them with something. They're still going to be charged on it. The charges are not going to get thrown out. Most of the time, we're in a jury trial. They'll say, okay, you can get this lesser charge or whatever. Or you had to charge them with this, but then nobody can't charge them with something. Like it's still heavy on you whether you do something or not. But you have to make a decision. You gotta say they're guilty or they're not guilty.
Yeah. Well, all I want to say,
That's a tough spot to be in, man. It's a tough spot to be in.
yeah, all I want to say is just prayers to all the families involved, the victims, and hopefully
Yeah.
there can be some type of
Of course, we want justice for the people that
some
were
type of justice or
harmed in
outcome
this.
that favors the right side of history.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go to something else. Let's go to. We're gonna go to a little political run real quick. We're gonna jump to something else after that. But we're going to a political run right now. We are going to talk about the DNC, Democratic National Convention, baby. That's when we figure out who's gonna be the top Democratic uh
I mean,
presidential frontrunner. Who will get that nomination? And we all know it was Kamala Harris. We all know who that was going to be for the presidential run. We already knew that. Since
mhm.
President Biden dropped out, we already knew it was going to be Vice President Kamala Harris. I think they did a good job and actually having a good convention, actually sticking to the points that they needed to stick to. Um, it was good seeing a lot of the Democrats show support, like Big Rush from Michigan. You all know Big Rush, go look her up. She got a whole song there. Fire. Loved her. A lot of governors out there, a lot of people showing support, man. It was really, really good to see. It was a great atmosphere. We saw former President Barack Obama up there. We saw former First Lady Michelle Obama up there giving a speech. Both great speeches. We saw a lot of good stuff up there. It was very, very, it was entertaining. It was fun. There was a rumor that Beyonce was going to be at the DNC. It was a very much a crazy rumor on Twitter, X.com, whatever you want to call it. I call it Twitter. That's what it started as. That Beyonce was going to be at the DNC. She was not there. But
Mhm.
it was crazy to see the fans go crazy about that. There is a very, very iconic picture of a young lady looking up at Vice President Harris while she's giving her speech. That's going crazy all over the internet. You can go look it up. It's going viral right now. A lot of people talk about the vice president's family, how beautiful they look. Though she does have a nice family. Everybody
Yeah,
talk about her. Everybody talk about her sister. Her sister fine as hell. She's not look 57, but she is fine as fuck. I'm not just saying that the internet agree with me. The internet saying she look fine
you
as hell. The internet saying she look fine as
know her name?
hell. Huh?
Is that a name or
Oh fuck! I just had this. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Uh,
but I think it still was a beautiful thing for the DNC convention to see people coming together and showing great support and showing that they really want to see change for um the way people need it going forward here in the United States. I think that's a tremendous thing
yes,
versus
yes, it was.
versus the what we call the status quo, Neanderthals. Is
It,
one thing needs to be the same and even have a negative connotation to it.
I found her name is Maya Harris. Maya Harris. It was also great seeing the exonerated five go up there and give a speech. It was great seeing those men that were exonerated of the rape in Central Park that they did not commit. They spent years of their life in prison because of this. Donald Trump put out full-page ads saying these men need to be locked away, but they were boys at the time,
Mm.
and did not give any apology to them when they were released and exonerated for the crime they did not commit. It's glad to see these men living their life and actually being free and enjoying their freedom. There were lots of influencers and political people up there, which was great to see.
Even Wes Moore was there, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Westmore was there. Westmore was there. We saw him. It was really really good. It was really really good. Uh,
Yeah, a lot of Wes Moore, Oprah, Michelle Obama,
yeah. It
Dougie
was
Ma.
crazy. It was crazy seeing that. One thing that was wild was Grinder did not actually did not lose service during the DNC like they did with the RNC. Now, we pay attention. There's no shot to anyone. There's no shot to anyone. This is facts.
Facts, big facts.
During the RNC, Grinder actually had service interruptions and went down because there were so many people on it during the RNC. Now, during the DNC, that did not happen. We are not saying that everyone at the RNC was on Grinder. We said there were a lot of people on Grinder during the RNC.
Oh wow.
There's a distinction. That's what we're saying.
It's
Now, mind you, a lot of people come from out of town to these conventions. Again, when I said everybody there was on Grinder, but a lot of people that were there weren't on that.
wow. Wow.
Now, there's a crazy distinction about that because we see that it was Grinder was they not having Grinder during the DNC, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy to see, man. It's
yeah.
crazy as hell to see, man.
That's well. Sounds
Oh, did you
DSC.
did you see did you see the little I don't know, what was it a little ad they had up there with about Trump talking about he's a felon and all that shit was hilarious. Like it was like a Law and Order shit.
Yep.
That Law and Order skit. That was genius and fucking hilarious. If y'all haven't seen it, go look that shit up. It's like I think it's like a Law and Order Trump skit and the DNC. The shit was fucking hilarious. It was fucking hilarious. Please go watch that if y'all haven't. Please go watch that if y'all have not.
So with the DNC and campaign and the convention, where do you see the momentum going into the November election?
Well, let me say this about both parties. Both parties are doing a good job in promoting their candidates,
Sure.
the Republicans and the Democrats. I would say this: most people that aren't for Kamala might not be for her, but I feel they're making headway in getting her some more votes. I feel that most people that aren't for Trump aren't going to change their mind, but they're again the other party is getting headway of getting people to get their votes. Do not vote third party. That's a waste of your goddamn votes. I don't care what nobody says. Vote a third party is a waste of your fucking votes. You would need to get double of both the Republican Party and the Democratic Party to actually get your person up there or the as a reasonable third party option or the actual ballot. So don't waste your vote going third party. I understand that neither party has. You're not going to get 100% what you want for either party, the Republicans or the Democrats. I understand a lot of people that vote Democratically are conservative. I understand that a lot of people that vote Republican are liberal with their views. Again, that's cool. People with contradictions, whatever. Go out there, use your vote. Do not waste on a third party person. I feel that both candidates are doing a great job at actually endorsing themselves, and both parties are doing good jobs at endorsing their candidates and getting the message out there. I feel that they are voting to speaking to their bases very well. A lot of people that are dug in are going to stay dug in. A lot of people that are supporting their said candidate can't change their mind. What you want to go for is a swing voter right now, somebody that's in the middle. Because I don't know if I'm gonna go left or right, Democrat, Republican. I don't know. So you need to speak to those people who that are undecided or are heavily being swayed either way.
Question. So,
Now I don't know how you get those people, but you need to talk to those people.
question. Before Biden dropped out, do you think that the pendulum was swaying heavily towards the Republican Party?
Are you talking about as far as votes and everything?
Yeah, momentum votes.
Oh, man, it's heavily, from what I've seen and everything, the sentiments I've seen and talking to people, I think it's very heavily swinging the Republicans' way. A lot of people that are voting that way aren't in the don't. Let me say this: for the people that I spoke to that aren't right Republicans and say they're voting for Donald Trump, don't hold any conservative values. Well, let me say, don't hold traditional conservative values that are aligned with Republican Party. They don't know anything about the tax bracket they're in and what the tax bracket that he said he will actually do for them because they are in the high enough tax bracket for those to affect them in a meaningful way.
Hmm.
They don't own businesses that will be affected by these tax changes that former President Trump is talking about. They don't know anyone in these tax brackets or have any issues, have anything to do with any of the issues that the Republican candidate is actually discussing. Most of the people that I talk to that aren't actually staunch Republicans are talking about, oh, he gave me a stimulus check. I don't want nobody that's a drone of the political party up there. And I'm like, you want somebody different? Cool. You're disillusioned with the system. Cool. But you don't agree with any of the talking points, and nothing that they say will actually affect you in your life, your everyday life, because you are a business owner, you're in a high enough tax bracket, you need a tax bracket to affect you. And you don't know anyone in these tax brackets that would affect. So what talking points are enticing you to that side? What exactly are they showing you to get you to come? Other than you don't want somebody that's very political within the system. Other than that, what are they bringing to you that had you so gung ho to vote Republican? And no one that isn't a staunch Republican or doesn't align with the traditional Republican stances, conservative stances, can answer this question for me.
I don't think they can. I don't think they care to.
I feel they're making. I feel you should be able to make an informed choice and have an actual stance that you can uphold and actually rebuttal to or actually give an answer to when someone asks you why you're voting for this way. Even if you say I don't know the information, that's cool. That's an answer. But it's
Yeah.
just to say I want to be a contrarian, I want to vote against something that may help me, depending on what your views are, depending on what the policy is that you want to see.
You know,
And
everything.
again, I don't. I agree with some policies that President Trump has actually proposed. I agree. I disagree with a lot. I agree with some policies that Vice President Harris has proposed. I disagree with some. You're not going to get 100% what you want for either candidate. But I will vote for the best interest of me and my family or group that I'm in that can benefit us or benefit the people in the country.
Yeah.
Not just to be a contrarian, not just to be different, but to actually have an actual change in the system, or at least not destroy the system. At least not destroy the aid that are there to help people. Because we know from what former President Trump has said, he's going to he's going to try to ban abortion nationwide. He's going to cut social services, which will
Hmm.
be your food stamps, your health care, your help services, anything that can help you if you're disadvantaged or in a bad place or low income, those will be cut. And let's get this straight. A lot of people in this country are working every day but still need help services. People are working every day job, still need food stamps, still need housing assistance, still need mental health assistance, still need health insurance. Still need a lot of these programs that's out to help you that would be cut underneath the former President Trump's new agenda. He said that these programs would be cut. They understand that you may want to vote this way. Cool. That's the way you want to vote. But why would you want to hurt yourself to be a contrarian? And I'm not saying you can't do this. I'm saying have an actual sense that you can defend to say this is why I want to do this, not just to be different. Say, okay, I want this for this, I want that for this. I don't agree with this, so I'm voting this way because of this. Don't just do it to be different. And again, I'm not saying you have to vote a certain way, but please be able to stand on what you're voting for and actually give some type of intelligent reason on why you're doing it. I believe you should be well informed as a voter and know what you're actually getting into and actually dig into these policies. Don't just blindly say, "Oh, I'm Republican, I vote for them," or blindly say, "Oh, I'm Democrat, I vote for them." Get into these policies. Figure out what policies you agree with and don't agree with, and figure out the politics that you want to vote for. But have a stance. Have an actual political opinion. Don't be a yes person. Don't be a follower. And don't go along with just because, oh, they say we're going to figure this. No. Have an individual opinion and do your own research.
Yep, and at the end of the day, look for the policies that you can be like,
Get
hey,
yeah, get
hey,
behind.
hey, I'm not, take aside from the candidate, like, hey, I'm voting on these policies that are going to help me, for the future, you know,
Yes,
and
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 again,
and because that's the only way at the end of the day that you can go forth about it, because neither one of these candidates will be necessarily considered to be most perfect or
no.
being the most well accomplished, political candidates ever. But at the end of the day, these are who we got, and sometimes you just got to make the best the best out of the worst situation or under an unpleasant situation, and and then go forward from there. Make your decision right now, and then if things aren't working out or if things are working, saying figure out, hey, what can we do to make more improvements of what we done already accumulated, and just look for the right policies that you can live with for the next 4 years, and hopefully next 4 years things are better, and then we can vote for more things to hopefully make the nation thrive, going forward.
All right, let's stop something straight real quick. We'll move on in a second, but let's get something straight real quick. The president has 4 years to enact their policies. They also have to contend with Congress and the Senate to get those things passed.
Correct.
You can have a good law that will benefit everyone, but if one side, either Congress or the Senate, doesn't want to, let your shit go. You can't just overrule them. That's why we have a political process. So if you have something that you want to pass, Congress has to also approve this.
Congress has to approve it. Well, the president also has to sign it.
Yeah, like it's not just, oh, I'm a president, I can just throw shit in the law like I want to. That's not how that works.
Hmm.
Also, vote in your local elections. Your senators, your congresspeople, your mayors, your governors, your aldermen, your judges, your sheriffs, your bailiffs, all that shit counts. All these things count towards helping you politically. Local elections count a whole lot. Don't forget about your local elections, people. I know it's a presidential seating, but local elections count a whole lot. All right, we are moving on to two more political things, and we jump to something else. Um, the U.S. has sanctioned Russia again, which is crazy. I thought we already sanctioned them, but apparently we sanctioned them again.
Why not? Hmm.
Let me see what the actual story is. Hold on, let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah. U.S. unveils massive strike of sanctions target Russia as Biden announces new aid for Kiev. Friday at the a massive strike sanctions and latest effort to target Russia's war machine. And President Joe Biden announced additional aid for Kiev and the war in Ukraine continues. Yeah, the war in Ukraine going crazy.
Yeah, Russia
Sanctions unveiled ahead of
recently
Ukrainian
recently
Independence
that
Day
territory.
target. Russian supply chain and defense base. Their supply chain gonna be rough. Need that supply chain. This is a wild ass war. Hopefully, this war ends soon because yeah, this is not financially or economically viable for either side. Hopefully, these sanctions kick in.
Yeah, Um, I would say that hopefully there can be a quick resolution, and as American, hopefully that U.S. can step aside, mind a business a little bit, and
Hopefully, hopefully.
focus on the things that we have here in the good old US of A, you know, and yeah, but that's all I have to say for that. US, we need to focus on us. At
Yeah.
least for the time being, at least pour more into the things that are happening here and in the US of A.
Yeah, okay. And next thing is President Biden is trying to do a final push for student loans, which I think needs to go through. I understand the courts push one thing down, try and get everything through as fast as you can, because these student loans need to get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, that
Th-
most that,
This there's the only debt you can't discharge with bankruptcy or death. Those things, the student loan debt gonna stay with you forever today. So if you die, come back, your student loans ain't gone what you did. Come on back, bro. Come on back. Student loans
yeah,
still here.
you
Well,
know,
no, hopefully something goes through. The student loans are a bitch,
yeah,
especially with the interest rates is ridiculous. Interest rates are fucking ridiculous.
interest rates and the fact that we're it's like it's like how can you really at the end of the day, let's say people in poverty, they're trying to find ways to get out of poverty, and one of the ways is by having a college degree and even to give you access to you know have a chance to make it in the world
Yeah,
legitimately, at least have a fighting chance. And with student loans, without student loans, a lot of these people can't even realize their dreams or ambitions in order to attend college and do what they need to do to get the degree. So
student loans are
essentially,
very predatory. They're very predatory.
very predatory, and it's like the music 360 deals type of thing.
It's a little bit worse than that. It's a
Yeah,
little
a
bit
little
worse
bit
than
worse.
that.
Yeah, right. Taking this money, essentially to help me be a better person, but at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed as far as success is concerned. Because
Yeah,
like I
even getting a
need,
job is not guaranteed with a degree. So yeah,
yeah, I
especially
need
in your field.
need cars, we need housing and other meticulous things where bills are coming rapidly, and things happen. You might have a crisis where you might have some type of degenerative, let's say heart disease type of thing, and now you're paying out of pocket for medicine and this, that, and third, and then you lose your job 3 months in. I mean, you never know. It's a lot of randomness that can happen, and you're talking about giving money to essentially adolescents who just now getting into adulthood. You know, and it's like you pigeonhole them to be in debt for the rest of their life if things don't necessarily fall through to where they should be, especially towards you know uh African Americans.
Yeah,
And,
but the thing is,
and
the paying back is ridiculous because you can have $20,000 in student loans, and by
mhm,
the time you pay it off, you pay 55,000,
exactly.
and you ain't missed a payment, you ain't skipped none, but after everything said and done, by the time you paid all of them, you paid 55,000 for $20,000 worth of debt.
Yeah, and then and shit, at the end of the day, America owes shitload of money to everybody else, and by the way, we give away money to wars that's not even ours. Like what the like
Yeah,
billions, billions,
it's
billions of
crazy, it's
dollars.
crazy.
So how are you gonna hold Americans to a certain standard of, oh, you gotta repay us, and motherfuckers owe you millions and billions and trillions of dollars from overseas, and you still waiting on your money. Like it makes no
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it's crazy, it's crazy, it's crazy. Well, we gonna see. We're gonna hopefully something pass before Biden get out of office, so we can get some of these student loans about here. Uh, there is allegedly a ceasefire pact trying to go on in Cairo, Egypt, between Hamas and Israel.
Mm, tough.
We're gonna see how this gonna work, how this is exactly gonna work. Um, I don't know how this ceasefire is gonna work between these two T1 entities, but yeah, hopefully it works because the shit going crazy in the Gaza Strip.
Hmm.
Shit going crazy over there, like it's bombing, shootings, everybody getting killed. Like it's ridiculous. People getting essayed, people getting men and women are both being raped over there apparently.
Terrible.
It's a whole lot of wild shit going on in Gaza Strip. Hopefully they figure something out, man, because this is not cool. They say all hell might break loose. The ceasefire talks don't go through. So yeah, hopefully this works out.
Yeah, you know,
Hopefully this shit works out.
and prayers for the
Prayers to everybody over
survivors
there.
who can endure such things. Sometimes
Prayers to the civilians, man.
you
Prayers to the
know,
civilians.
as much as we rag on or drag the US of A, so we've been lucky and fortunate not to have to deal with um in your face reality, like that, in our nation, so on a massive level like that. So prayers to them. Hopefully they can make it through and hopefully find peace. Hopefully pretty soon.
Also prayers to the Congo because there's still war going over in the Congo, man. Salute to the Congolese people staying strong, man.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to switch gears right now. We're gonna get into some real shit. Well, some funny shit right there. Funny shit right now. The entertainment, my bad. Entertainment shit.
Entertainment.
We got Beyonce that
You
is dropping a whiskey in September.
think it's gonna be better than the Club Shay Shay?
Sir Davis, that's a
Well,
cognac. That's a cognac. It's gonna be better than Drake's whiskey, Virginia Black. That shit was garbage. Beyonce's whiskey is called Sir Davis. It's named after her great grandfather, who was a bootlegger
You think
back in the day. It is made alongside LV Hennessy group. So yeah, they know a lot about whiskey, cognac, all that good shit, all the liquor. So it
when
should have a good, and they have a master whiskey maker as a consultant. So yeah, this should be good.
when's it coming out?
On the website, sirdavis.com, it is officially shipping from the website starting of September. I think it officially out like September 4th. But I don't know, I do not know when it hits stores, but on the website, you can pre-order right now at sirdavis.com.
Think
It
it's gonna sell out?
is it might sell. I don't know. It's like $100 for a bottle plus shipping.
These Beyonce fans, they go
Well,
crazy.
no, it's like $90 plus shipping, so it's like 100,
Hundred
one
dollars.
ten to 100 to 120 for shipping, depending on where you live at.
All these women going to be talking about the Beyonce whiskey brand. The whole
Hopefully it's good. Hopefully, I don't know what the well, I don't know what the mash bill is. Well, we know it's gonna be. They haven't said what the mash bill is. They haven't said what year it is, but hopefully it's good. We know it's not. We know it is some type of mash. It's not nothing that they made. It's something they brought. They bottled up, whatever. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad to do that. Hopefully, it's actually a good mash bill, a good blend, and it's actually delicious. Because you can have some shit that's supposed to be good. It's not good.
hopefully, I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah, hopefully it's good. For all the people that's connected to it, they said they got a massive whiskey blender in
is
there.
it
They
going
got
to
the
be is it
good
going
company behind it. So
is it going to be better than Jameson? Is the question.
that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing.
Question: Is it going to be better than Jameson? Is this going to be the happy hour
That,
drink?
that's a whole different thing. I think it's supposed to be a rock. Let me go to the website and see what it's supposed to be. Hold on. Let me pop the website out real quick. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, definitely need something to replace um the stain of Mr. Sir Combs and
Let's see, let's
of the
see,
whole
let's
branding.
see. That's a whole different wave right there. That's a whole different thing. All right, let's see. They got yes, Sir Davis. Okay, it's a raw. It's a raw mixed with malted barley, Princeton, Pedro, sherry cask. Okay, so sherry cask mixed build. Okay, crafted with Moet Hennessy and
Okay.
International Whiskey Competition Master Distiller of the Year, Dr. Bill Lumsden. So it will be, it should be good because they got people that know what they're doing in the industry that's doing the shit. And
Okay.
the blend does sound good. So there's a rye. Okay, it's a rye. About $90. And they don't ship to Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Iowa, Kansas,
Damn. That's all the state.
Louisiana, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Michigan, Ohio, Oregon, Tennessee, Utah,
That's all of them.
Vermont. No, Vermont and Washington. They shipped everywhere else.
You named like 30 states.
One, two, three, four.
What was it like?
They only don't ship to
Alabama?
18 states. They ship everywhere else. 18 states they don't ship to. Everywhere else they got you.
Well, they can. Well, we get it in Maryland, so hey,
They do ship. They ship it here.
that's what we get. So
They ship it here.
I bet
They
I'd
don't
be
ship
able
it to
to.
those 18 states. Again,
Yeah, we get to see what Beyonce tastes like.
hopefully it's in the stores. I don't know what stores are gonna have it because they don't say they say shipment from the website. Again, that's sirdavis.com. If you would like to buy a bottle. Let us go to the Beyonce stuff. Let's go to more entertainment stuff.
Let's go.
Drake dropped a 3-pack of songs. I have not heard them. I've heard snippets online. They sound good. They sound good. They sound good.
I'm good, man. 3-pack.
I
Yeah.
haven't listened to the songs. I can't say fully whether I like them or not, but from what snippets I've heard, they sound good. The man can make some music. The man can make some goddamn music. That's undeniable. Nobody say he can't make music.
Yeah, he the greatest.
That's your opinion, sir.
Just say, bro, he's the greatest.
That's your opinion, sir.
And and we're not gonna act like we haven't, like we have not been hearing They Not Like Us recently. That it sounded like that song that came and went.
That's not what we talking about right now, sir.
But I mean, it's relative. It's
That's not what
relative.
we talking about right now.
It's
And
relative.
they're like us are still playing in clubs
But
and everywhere else.
again,
But yes,
like I said
this three
before,
pack sound good. This 3-pack
like
sound
I
good from what
said
I heard.
before, I told you you're gonna take some time. I told you you'll come up with some hits or like, you know, I guess some top notch songs. That was that.
Yeah, I'm about to say you better restructure that son because none of these are hits. They've been out long enough to be hits.
But he got who say they bangers. How about that?
They haven't been out long enough for them to be called bangers yet.
I mean, I'm gonna give it some time.
These are good songs for the
These are
snippets that
definitely
I've heard.
bops. That definitely bops. And it
These are good
sounds
songs for the snippets I heard. The
it
man
sounds
know
like
how to make a song.
that back in his pocket.
The man know how to make a song. No, that's undisputable. Man knows how to make a damn song.
Do you think that with these 3 packs, do you think that this is good enough to sweep away um what we would deem to be like a stain on his legacy with the battle?
No, that will never go away. The Pusha T shit and the country shit, those are stains forever on his legacy. Those are not going away. No, that
So you don't think as time goes on that if he keeps on producing what we know him to do, great music, that we won't eventually just say, you know what, fuck it. If Kendrick doesn't continue to drop anything of value, and Drake keeps on dropping hit after hit after hit, or these vibes, these bangers. You don't
He
think
had let things right. Drake had to drop, had to hit after the bell. Let's correct me there, sir. And Kendrick hasn't dropped anything yet since the battle.
so? Do you? Well, question: Do you, how long before? How long do we give Kendrick to drop his album before before what he did in the battle goes null and void?
Are you talking about momentum wise, or
Mm-hmm.
what actually happened? If we're talking
We
momentum
talking about
wise,
momentum wise right here.
I would assume that if he had something cooked up, he maybe released at the latest. As far as momentum wise, he maybe dropped the top of the year, the latest,
Top of the year.
top of the year at the latest.
Ooh,
If if
that's
if
a
if he
long
would have
time, bro.
if he would have capitalized on the momentum, I would drop something maybe let's see, over the next 2 months, 2 3 months.
So you thinking like November,
I would say if he take this time,
like around Thanksgiving time? You think?
maybe October, November. He could drop something September. I don't know. But if he would have capitalized on it, if he had something of substance to drop, it's not just an EP, it's an actual album.
Mm-hmm.
At the latest, I'm giving him top of the year, January.
Does does Kendrick drop before?
That's the latest I'm giving him.
Does Kendrick drop his album before Drake drops a project? Whether it's a project, a solo project, or a project with him collaborating with somebody else.
I don't know what his schedule is, but Drake has like 3 or 4 albums already done, collaboration albums already done. We see he
That's
had stuff with the 100 gigs leak that was taken off because Universal said, no, get the shit out of here. He talked to somebody that brought that shit back.
mhm.
Because 100 gigs wasn't supposed to be out
Oh yeah, clearly he got a lot of music
there.
already.
That 100 gigs was to satiate people and say, I'm gone. I'm trying to get this beef shit out your mind. Here go 100 gigs. He go, fuck no. He
Mhm.
dropped studio footage, recordings,
Right.
reference tracks,
Mhm.
said, "Oh, I actually write," and showing him writing and shit. Like nobody said you don't write, bro. Nobody's ever said he didn't write. But he's showing, I actually do write. I write for other people. I'm not. That's not Drake saying that shit. That's a fan line saying shit like that. I'm not saying Drake said that, but the fans were like, "See now he writes. You see he writes right here. He wrote shit for Kanye. He did this. He did that. He's actually in a studio doing music. Nobody said he doesn't do music. Nobody's ever said that. The man does great music. His last couple albums haven't hit for me because I'm not in that space or whatever. Cool, cool. It don't hit for me like that. But the man does make good music. I'll never say he doesn't.
Great,
But again,
great music.
I would like to see some actual growth from Drake as an artist, as a person.
What do you mean?
I don't need Drake stuck being 25 for the next 10 years. Me and Drake are the same age. We're damn near 40, bro. Like he might be like a year older than me, but we're damn near the same age. Me, Drake, Cole, Bow Wow, we're all the same fucking age. Kendrick, we're all the same fucking age. Crit, all of us are the same
So
motherfucking
you don't
age.
want to see
I
Drake
want to
being
see me.
relevant 10 years from now?
Did you hear me say that? I
That
would like
you
Drake to
alluded to
much.
that. You
No,
alluded to
I
that.
didn't allude to that. I want Drake to mature as a person and an artist. You're not 25 no more, bro. You're a grown ass man with a child. I want to see you mature as an artist. I understand you want to keep up with the trends. Cool, no problem. I got no problem with that. But bro, you have to mature as an adult at some point in your life. You can't be constantly stuck in Peter Pan mode as a grown ass man. It's not entertaining. It's not fun. It's getting boring. It's getting fucking boring. You have nothing to say. You have no new life experiences. Nothing's happening. You have unlimited funds. You have unlimited. You don't have unlimited time. You have unlimited. You have unlimited funds. You have the time when you do take time away from the industry to go experience things. Grow the fuck up.
I disagree with that.
Grow the fuck up.
I disagree with that because he's just now been with his friends with the battle and having, what people have been saying, quote unquote, now.
I'm not talking. I'm talking about lived experiences. Nigga. I'm talking about actually growing as a person. You as a man should not be in the same mental state musically that you were at 30 something, that you were at 20 something. You haven't grown as a person. You haven't. There's no way you can say, I understand keeping up with trends and being popular and keeping shit going. Cool, no problem with that. But your music should not mentally be stuck in a place that you were 10 years ago. You have to grow as a person. You have to. There's no reason for you not to grow as a person
How's he,
mentally.
how has he not grown as a person mentally? Are you talking about more or less him making music that's to be mature in terms of like
I'm not talking. I'm not saying he hasn't grown as a person outside of music. We've seen he has grown outside of music. I'm talking about the subject that you have and things you speak about. You haven't grown at all within the last decade, bro. You're super grown. You're a man with a kid, bro. I will hear about you having fights with a 25-year-old girlfriend every damn week. I will hear about you throwing the bitch out the damn crib every day, every time you drop an album. You should have an actual more experiences than that in your life as an adult. I understand if you're not in serious relationships, cool, fine, whatever, cool, whatever it is, cool. But you should show some type of growth as a person in your music.
well, I mean, if he had to experience a woman to where he's actually about to get married and gotten married, those
Nigga,
those things won't.
oh, okay,
And also,
you
I
you
think
can't,
that
okay, you
it
can't
also
say,
that takes away from the lure of Drake and what he does best. I don't think he. I'm not too sure whether we can say Drake will create the same music. Let's say if he does have a certain love interest that's taking it further.
you can't say what you just said, sir, because Drake released what was it? I don't know if it was an EP or a playlist or whatever the fuck it was. We had all them goddamn engagement rings and made it into a necklace or some shit. Like, oh, this is for
Yeah,
all the it's for all the almost people I almost married or whatever. Talk about Johnny Blaze and Mariah and all the other bits that he
was that
almost
for
married. Now I don't know if that was a song, a single, an EP, or a project or what, but he
it was
did
like a
the
music video, I believe, right?
it was more than a video because he had the video where he almost married a girl. He had the album, I don't know, it was a song cover or EP cover. We had all of their diamond rings made into their necklace, and those were rings he actually brought. So he's had actual serious relations with women. So you can't say, oh, we don't know if we know he's had relationships. But he almost married, almost got to engagement at least. He's almost got to engagement at least. In some of these serious relationships, I don't know if he actually proposed to these women, but he's got to the point where he's
Yes.
actually brought rings for some of these women because we know he dated Melissa Ford and Takar at the same time. We know that he's actually almost proposed to Sonny, or something would say, yeah, we got real close to certain things at certain points for some of these women. So we can't say he hasn't had these relationships. But bro, you can't be perpetually stuck in childhood or a fucking teenage type mindset in your music. It doesn't make sense. Cool. You don't have to give us all the details of your life. I'm not saying give us all the details of your life, but you have to musically mature at some point.
But look, he used to
I'm
also
not saying be super old.
entertain
I'm not
teenage
saying not be
audiences.
popular.
He
I'm
used
not
to
saying
entertain.
not go with the trends.
You got to make music for the younger kids, for teenagers, for adults, for mature adults, for
No,
different
no, no,
platforms.
no, no. He doesn't have to make music for the kids. He chooses to stay relevant. He should be. He hasn't grown with his core audience. He has not grown with his core audience. We're his core audience. We're grown as adults. We were we if you were a Drake fan, we first saw that you were a teenager or middle schooler. You were from a middle schooler to someone in college when Drake came out. If you're in his age range, you were in fucking college when he started, or just getting out of college when he started.
But now you got
If you're younger within the age group, you were in high school, maybe middle school because your older brother, older sister, or he was just popular. That's who you liked. But his core audience he's talking with are our age.
uh, that may be true, but I think
Where his core
his
audience was
I
was
think we're not.
his core audience was grown ass black women or grown women, if you want to say the overall category, it was grown women and people our age. That was his core audience.
But
A
now
lot of his
I
audience
think that
started
that's
was
shifted.
women.
That's clearly shifted. That's a clear shift now because now we got, I got students that whose favorite artist is Drake, and these are what we're talking about. Kids are like 13, between the ages of 13 and 18.
High school kids. That's nothing wrong with having a segment of that audience. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying that shouldn't be the people you focus on. You should have some type of maturity. You can make good music and still appeal to younger generation, but he hasn't matured at all in any of these last couple of years, at least musically. He hasn't. It's sad to see. You're a grown man, you haven't matured at all. Your subject matter hasn't changed.
I mean, it's petty Drake. It's a lot of petty
It's
Drake.
childish. You can be paid, but it's childish. It's a childish mindset. It's sad to see.
Well, this nigga got millions and billions of dollars. I mean, he's a single father. He lives in a fucking a top tier mansion in fucking Toronto, and of course, he commutes from there to like L.A. and you know, I mean, all he does is do music, and I even have basketball leagues, and then meet all the top women in the world that we probably like. Oh wow, well, a man would die to have on to see on Instagram. So it's like,
Uh, Again, I've said nothing about that was wrong. I'm saying he hasn't matured at all. You can have all those things to mature in your music.
but can we say that?
You should not be stuck as a 25-year-old in your music for a decade. You're damn near 40, bro. It doesn't make sense. It makes zero
But,
sense.
but
With
Drake,
with with all the experiences you have, all the money you got, all the people you see, all
Laurel,
the
you have to
events you
think it
see.
this way. He has to be the exception to the rule because
No,
he's
he doesn't.
wow.
Okay,
Who,
why
who's
should
on
you?
who's on
Why
his
should
level that's done what he's done at this point in his career?
why should you be accepted as not growing intellectually in your music? Why should that be accepted? What's acceptable of that? I'm not saying you can't make good music. I'm not saying you can't write your experience. I'm not saying we want your whole life story. I'm saying you should be able to mature and the experiences and things that you've done. You should show that maturity in your music. Why do you constantly stand? Why do you say it's acceptable to be stuck at one point in your career?
Because there's more juice to be squeezed from that lemon. There's more juice. Now, of course, there's gonna be a time when he gets to that maturity level. And when it hits that time, then we know what time it is.
No, he should already be there. He's
He
if
should,
he
but he's been
if
on the run for so
if
long.
if
Hard.
he's
It's hard
const
to
if
get to that point.
no, it's not. If this is the business decision. This is the business at this point. You're morally bankrupt if you believe that. You gotta be because there's no way as you as a person. If we see him for 100 gigs, that he has different sides to him. He has different stuff that he's shown. There's no way that you can say after everything you've seen from this man that it's acceptable for him to be stuck there when we see he's not stuck there. It's a business decision and it's morally fucking bankrupt.
I disagree. I think that
How can you disagree with something you know? You just disagree just to disagree.
I'm not.
Yes, you're being
I'm
a
not.
contrarian right now for no reason.
I'm not being contrarian. I believe that there's more juice to be squeezed from the lemon. I think that he needs to be doing this in order for him to keep his status on top of the game. I think once he hits that what we quote unquote the maturity level, that's going to be towards the backside of his career to where we're just saying like, hey, we're giving him that praise for the long haul. Like when Kobe was on his final tour run, and we give him praises even though that he wasn't scoring his usual 25 plus points a game. He was just pretty much a sell of himself. Still great, still what we consider a great player. He's just not who he once was.
you're being disingenuous with your argument. And I can tell you're being disingenuous with your argument because what you're speaking on is not what I'm talking about. You're speaking on being relevant and catering to the youth. That's not what I'm speaking on. And keeping relevant in music, keeping relevant musically. You're speaking on that. I'm not speaking on staying relevant musically. I'm saying it's nothing wrong with staying relevant musically. He's staying mentally stunted and not growing musically to stay relevant. Those are two different things. You're saying he should stay mentally stunted to stay relevant. I'm saying keep with the trends and stay relevant while maturing as a musician, which you should fucking do.
I'm saying he's
No,
an anomaly.
you're arguing a point that you don't believe
No, I what?
just to argue it. You're
I'm not.
saying you're literally saying he should stay mentally stunted to stay popular, to stay relevant in music. I've said he can change up with the sounds, he can stay relevant, but mature as an artist. You're saying he can't do it. I'm saying he's choosing
I
not
didn't say
to.
that he can't. I'm saying that I'm not too sure
No,
what it
he's
would sound
choosing
like
not
or would
to.
be possible.
It's very possible. You know it's possible. We know it's possible. As great as a musician he is, we all know it's possible. You're just saying it just to be contrarian.
Hey, man,
You're just saying it just to be contrarian. You don't believe any of this.
we'll
There's
see.
no way. There's no way you believe any of this. You
We'll
know it.
see.
I know the audience knows. You don't believe any of it. It's unbelievable.
Just say that Drake is the greatest.
But to go back
And
to your original question, yes, I believe Drake will release something before Kendrick. Yes, I do. To go back to the original question, yes,
right.
I believe Drake will. But I don't know if it's going to be an EP. I don't know if it's going to be. It could be a 6-track EP. It could be a playlist. It could be some throwaway bullshit like he's doing there with the 3 packs. I don't know, but he's going to release something because technically these 3 packs are releases.
Do do you
So
think
so
that
yeah, so yes, Drake has released something before Kendrick. Yes, these 3 packs are technically official releases. 100 gigs isn't. That's not an official universal release. That's some shit he threw out there. These 3 packs are official releases. So yeah, he has released something before Kendrick. Yes.
all right, wrapping up this conversation, do you feel like how do you feel like Drake has handled the That Night Like Us everything since That Night Like Us dropped? How do you feel like he's post that? How do you think he's handled everything?
In totality, I feel he's done everything that he felt he needed to do. He tried to meme it up afterwards with what was that bullshit ass track nobody thought was real. You know what track I'm talking about? The track that nobody thought was fucking real. The shit everybody thought was AI.
Hmm.
I don't know. I can't remember what the fuck the name of it is, but it was some bullshit ass track that everybody thought was AI fake. That was a real track. He tried to meme it up with that bullshit. That was garbage. That was him trying to let the shit off. The 100 gig shit is good. That was a great rollout to actually try to get people to move on from the subject, which people aren't. But that was good to actually show a different side of him, show him as an actual artist, show his artistry and everything, show him as a musician. Cool. It was good shit. Seeing pre-mob ties, pre-fake gangsta Drake, which is great. That's what everybody want to see. Actually, the singing Drake. The what the you leave me? Wow. Hold on. Co-host cut out real quick. I'm gonna call him back. Hold on, real quick. I'm not into this. I'm not into this. But co-host is live real quick. I'm gonna call him back right now. Hold on. I'll get back in here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Well, send another invite. Give me 1 second. Because I did not lose the internet power. I'm not losing internet. So just left. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call him. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, we're waiting on my co-host to come on back, man. Yeah, he had technical difficulties real quick. Technical difficulties real quick, but he'll be back soon. We was waiting on him to come on back, man. I'm here, y'all here. We gonna get this done. We gonna get this day going done right. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Welcome back, co-host.
I'm back.
Welcome back, co-host. Slight technical difficulties. We're back. We're back. We're back.
All right. So yeah, you were saying that. So you gave Drake some praise of how he handled himself
Oh no,
back.
no, I'm not done. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. Yet. I'm not
Okay.
done.
Okay.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Again, I believe the 100 gigs rollout was genius by him to actually get people to stop talking about data, us, and everything that would be. It has the Drake fans and people that love Drake unconditionally. The stands are like, oh, this is the beef that means shit. Drake's still the greatest. Drake is this, whatever. Drake has major chinks in his armor. We all know this now because of what happened with the beef. Drake will never not be a top song artist. I'm not saying that, but it has changed the way people perceive him.
Okay. Respect.
And again, it's changed the way the broad public perceives him. He's not the golden boy anymore. He isn't Mr. Perfect anymore, like people say he was. There was things before, like the Pusha T beef, that most people that don't follow hip hop and aren't not just Drake fans didn't give a fuck about. They say, "Oh no, we don't care. Oh, we don't give a fuck about that." Drake won. Even though he lost that, they say, "Oh, we Drake won, whatever." With this, the defeat was undeniable. It was undeniable defeat for Drake in hip hop. We're talking about people that actually enjoy hip hop, not just the casual Drake fan, not people that dibble and dabble with hip hop, actual hip hop heads, the people that love hip hop, actually respect the culture, know that this was a major L for Drake. Not a little L, a major L. But again, it doesn't tarnish him as an artist. It does change the perception of him as an artist, yes. But it doesn't tarnish what he's done or what he can possibly do. He can still make great music. No one say he can't make good music. He can still go on to make hits. That's not gonna stop. All we gotta do is catch him on the hit gonna come.
Okay. Okay.
Again, nobody said that was never gonna happen, but that was never gonna happen. With how big he is, that was never gonna happen. The only thing that's actually showed people, if you pay attention and you're actually about hip hop, is that again, Drake put up a great effort, as he should if you want to be one of the best. Cool. If you're a hip hop head, this actually showed that he can go toe to toe, which he should because he claims to be entrenched in hip hop. Cool. He will never be the GOAT because of ghostwriters. Again, as a rapper, he will never be the GOAT for ghostwriting. He's the greatest entertainer of this generation. I'll give him that. There's no way around that. There's no way around that. He's one of the greatest entertainers of this generation. No one will ever deny that. He can never be the GOAT rapper because of ghostwriters. And people say, oh no, ghostwriters don't matter, there's that. No, you can't move the fucking goalpost. If you want to be a rap hip hop singer, the best, you cannot have fucking ghostwriters. That's it. That's all. Don't move the goalposts. Don't say, oh, the standard changed. The standard has to fucking change. You can't have a ghostwriter be the GOAT. I don't hear, oh, it's new school, is this, is that. No, the rules have not fucking changed.
Even if you write better than the ghost writers,
If you got a ghostwriter, you're not a GOAT. No, never will be.
even if
And,
you
for,
write better
and
than your quote unquote ghost writer.
no, you're done. I'm gonna fucking write better than the greatest ghostwriter. If you got a ghostwriter, you're fucking done. And don't say Kanye, don't say Dre, don't say anybody else, but those are producers that rap. But those are not rappers. Those are producers that rap. Nobody expects them to write their own shit. So people say, Kanye, no, that's the total different thing. Him and Dre are their own separate category. Those are producers that rap. Those are not rappers that produce. They're producers that rap, they're the rappers that produce. Cole was a rapper that produced. Big Crit is a rapper that produced. Soldier was a rapper that produced. They're not producers that rap. There is a difference.
So
Alchemist is a rapper that produces. Even though he's known for production, he's a rapper that produces, not a producer that raps. There is a
so you
distinction.
found out that Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, or any people of that ilk had, let's say, one track that was ghostwritten, they're no longer the greatest or considered the greatest in your opinion?
Again, if you are in hip hop and you have a ghostwriter, you're out of GOAT contention. There is no GOAT debate for you. None. You have to write your own rhymes. There is no GOAT debate. The only way you get leeway if you were a child, if you were a child star, of course we will write your rhymes for you. That's cool. That's everybody understand that. And some female rappers, because most female rappers had niggas ghostwriting for them still to this fucking day. And again, those are only and producers of rap. Those are only three categories where you say, okay, that's a given, that's a pass. Those are only three categories you get a pass in. But if you're a rapper and you're known for being a rapper,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Roy. I think the goalpost is going to be moved.
the goalposts can't be moved.
It can be moved. You know why? Because
Why?
the next generation is going to move it.
They can't. That's not what's going. That's not
Exactly.
how it works. That's not how it
Because
works.
the old people like you and Dre and all the gatekeepers of hip hop, they're gonna be pushed along the side, and all the young niggas gonna be like, nah, Drake is the GOAT. Just like all the gatekeepers did for Michael Jordan. Now they're saying LeBron is the GOAT. I think history will be probably on Drake's side before it's all said and done.
With your Jordan debate, there's goats in every generation. There's goats in every generation of sports because they're not on the same playing field. They'll never meet up and match up with each other. Jordan and LeBron will never meet up and match. So you can't say, oh,
But
he was better than him because they never met. But with the hip hop thing, it was established in the beginning. These are the rules of hip hop. This is what it is. The rules haven't changed. The rules have not fucking changed. There's no updated manual for hip hop in 2024. Hip hop is 50 fucking years old. The rules have not fucking changed.
I think
As
the
I
rules have
said,
changed for Drake. I believe that.
the rules haven't changed. If people want to move the goalposts for Drake, but the rules have not fucking changed. If you have a ghostwriter and you want to consider yourself the best rapper in the world, you're out of that contention. You can say you're the greatest entertainer in the world, but rapper, no. If you're a
Rap,
rapper, you're supposed to be rapping your rhymes. You're out. You can be the greatest rapper in the world. If you have a ghostwriter, you will never be in the GOAT contention.
you
You
might
will
be
never be in the GOAT contention if you have a ghostwriter. Now
top
you
five in rapping and top five in R&B.
now me and you could both be rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you could both be rappers. Hypothetically, me and you are rappers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing songs for everybody. You write songs for yourself. I gave songs away, ghost rip for people, everything. I try to become a rapper. Me and you drop at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote hits for mad people. Nobody knows you. You write your own rhymes. I write my own rhymes. I write for everybody else. I release as an artist. You release as an artist. You pop as an artist. I don't pop as an artist as a rapper. As a rapper, I can write the rhymes, but nobody want to hear me rap the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to ghostwrite and you pop as an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say I'm the goat. People didn't want to. People, I know I write hits. My head's going crazy, but nobody want to hear me rap.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this with plenty of people that pen that pen songs. With not in rap, and we talk about in R&B. We've seen this.
Sean Garrett.
Sean Garrett. There's other people that made it that were writers that didn't make it as singers, but they write hits for everybody. They going crazy.
Point Neo.
But Neo was a success.
But I'm saying at one point
Yeah, Neo
before.
was a success in that story. Neo wrote for everybody, but he also popped. There are a lot of people again in the music industry. This is the music industry, but that's a different genre. You can do that in R&B, you can do that in pop, everything else. But in hip hop, you have to write your own rhymes to be considered the GOAT. Now you can be an amazing rapper. You can be an amazing rapper, but Drake is a great rapper. Nobody's saying he's not a great rapper. That's not what we're talking about here. But he can never be the GOAT because he has ghostwriters. Ghostwriting automatically disqualifies him. And this was established early in hip hop.
This is
It's
where
not, it's not like it's a new rule that came about.
I disagree with it from the standpoint of at the end of the day, you can't tell me that Drake didn't write 9 a.m. in Dallas, 5 a.m. Toronto, um, the what was it, 7 a.m. on Bridal Path. So some of his moments or his moments of straight bars of hip hop, like those aren't ghost written.
No
And
one said he isn't a writer. He
and
will never be the GOAT because he didn't write everything himself. That's the thing. You have to write your bars, not taking somebody else's bars, not having somebody else contribute to you like that. No, these are your words.
he has more words than the whole ghost writing bars. He has more
We
words.
don't,
He's
we don't know
breaking.
that. We don't know that.
We don't know that shit for Jay-Z. We don't know that shit for Kendrick. 100%. We don't.
We do know. No
We
one has
don't.
came out. We do. There's not a
We
big
don't
enough.
know.
There's not a big enough bag for you to give
We
someone
don't
if they
know.
don't. If they haven't signed an NDA because nobody came up with an NDA. Nothing. All the Rockefeller contracts are done. When Rockefeller broke apart, all that shit was done. So if he
No,
had a ghost,
you
if he
don't.
had a ghostwriter, why has no one came out? Why has no one came out?
Maybe it's just not time enough. Maybe it's just not his time.
That makes no sense.
What you mean? It don't make no sense.
That makes no sense.
There's some people who will keep it solid, depending on who you camp and how you move a certain way.
For what you're saying, there would need to be NDAs in place and major bags in place. Now the NDAs would have been ran up because when Rockefeller shut down, it shut down. It was done, over with. Rock Nation is a whole different company. So when those NDAs ended, the ghostwriters came out of the woodworks because you can't sue them for saying the shit because it's not liable. It's not slander. If it did happen, it would have been truthful statements. Now, where are these ghostwriters? We know who the ghostwriters was for Drake. We've seen the
So
ghostwriters for him.
put it like this,
Where
Ro.
are all these imaginary ghostwriters at?
Put it like this, Ro. So you're saying that because he was out in the right 100% of running through the six with my wolves, that's going to be forever his downfall of him being the greatest rapper of this generation. That's what you tell me.
You will never be. Let me break that to you. You will never be the GOAT if you have ghostwriters. That's the rule. I'm not making this shit up. That was established in hip hop, nigga. You can't come and say,
Hip
"Oh,
hop
I'm
has to
hot, I'm this, I'm that."
update the rules and
No, that
throw that shit out the window. You gotta throw it out the window.
uh,
Because at the end of the day, it don't make sense.
it does. It makes
Not
perfect
having a
sense.
motherfucker come out for 10, 15 years straight in a row, come out with hits, timeless songs, year in and year out, faithfully, and dropping dope shit, his shit.
Nobody said he didn't. Nobody said he didn't.
You
It
can't
is not.
tell me
It's
that this
not his shit.
motherfucker is
It's
fucking not
their
even the
shit.
greatest.
It's their shit. Because he ain't writing everything himself. It's their shit, not his shit.
It's not their shit. You can't
It
tell
is.
me he uses real names. He uses real strategic areas within the country. He has specific moments that can be pinpointed to one person. You can't tell me a ghostwriter can is that clever enough to write lines for Drake that are just so um what's the word, like lifelike for somebody else. You can't tell me that.
If you're a ghostwriter, that's literally what your fucking job is, nigga. That's literally what the fuck the ghostwriter does. And I don't give a fuck if it was one song or 10 songs. When somebody else wrote the rhyme for
You
you,
can't
you're
tell
out
me
of fucking attention. I can't tell you because it's facts. It's fucking true. I'm not making this shit up.
it's not fact. It's not fact.
So Quentin Miller don't exist. Quentin Miller does not exist.
He had a reference. Look,
Quentin
bars
Miller
for
does
me
not
compared
exist.
to what Drake added on to it.
If Quentin Miller didn't exist, your argument would be great. Quentin Miller fucking exists. Your argument is null and void.
All right. So who the fuck was writing for Drake back in 2006, 2007, 2009? Who's writing for him then?
Again, I'm not saying they wrote every fucking song for him. I said if it's one song, I don't give a fuck if it's a snippet they wrote for you, nigga. That takes you out of contention. What about
Drake,
that do you not understand? What about don't you get?
I think
Look,
that
I'll give up. What about it? What about the ones that come off do you not understand?
that's like saying, maybe this is a bad analogy. Like, Shorty's the perfect girl. Well, I mean, she wife, she cooks, she clean, she take care of the house. I mean, one day, you know what I mean, she might have slipped up and cheated on you. I mean, does that make her a bad person, or is that just one mistake?
First off, that's not a mistake because you choose to cheat. And second off, yes, that does make her a bad fucking person. That's a terrible analogy. And again, I'm not making this shit up. These are the rules. When hip hop started 50 plus years ago, these were the fucking rules.
Yeah, and the rules have to be updated.
No, they don't, because that would change everything. That would make it
Yes,
irrelevant.
yes,
This
it
is
has
the
to be
no,
changed.
no, no. This is the only genre where you have to write your own shit, nigga, to be considered a GOAT. You have to write your own shit wholly.
And look, there gotta be exceptions to the rules. Yeah,
Why would you make it a seven? I'm gonna hear this. Why would you make it, now if Drake was a singer, this wouldn't be an issue. If Drake was only a singer, not a rapper, this would not be any type of issue. But because he chose to jump and rap, this is what this comes with. He knew what the fuck it came with. This is the lane he wanted to jump in as a rapper. You know that these are the rules. If anyone writes for you, you're out of GOAT contention. Not saying you can't rap, not saying you don't write, not saying your hits don't count, not saying none of that. We're saying that if you have someone else write for you, you are no longer in the GOAT contention because you did not write 100% of your shit. That's a known fact. It's been known since day one. This is not nothing new I'm making up. There's not no new shit I'm pulling out of the air out of nowhere. Y'all niggas trying to make some like, oh, they need to change the rules and do this shit and make him an exception. No, he wanted to be a rapper. He's a fucking rapper and singer. That's what he wanted to do. And he's subject to the fucking rules of the game. The
he's the
rules of the game is
exception.
not going to change. He's not the exception. Nobody's a fucking exception.
He's the fucking exception, man.
No, you want him to be the exception. That's
He
not
is.
possible, nigga. He will never be the GOAT because he has ghostwriters. That's it. He can be a great entertainer of all time or of this generation. Cool. Greatest entertainer of generation, I'll give you that. He's the greatest entertainer of this generation. He will never be the greatest rapper of all. Never. That's not up for debate.
It's not. It's not.
That's not up for debate. Because the ghostwriters put him out of contention. So he can't be brought up in it.
At the end of the day, everybody knows Drake is the best rapper.
He's the most popular rapper. I give him that. He's the most popular rapper in the world. I will give him that. He is the most
The close
popular
second
rapper in the
that we
world.
have, to me, or in my opinion, was J. Cole, and then somewhere that was Kendrick Lamar.
Again, you're talking popularity, sir. That's not what we're talking about here. We're not talking, but you're talking popularity. That's not what we're talking about here.
More than popularity.
No, you're specifically talking about popularity. That's not what we're talking about here.
Not popularity. You're talking about stats, sold out shows,
No,
concerts.
no, no. You're talking about popularity. Talk about top of the charts, sold out shows, all that. That doesn't count. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the skill set, not record sales, not topping the charts. We're talking
And
about the actual skill set of rapping.
the
This
skill
man
set of
can never,
rapping,
this man
Drake
can never
is
be the
up
GOAT
here.
because he did. No, no,
Drake is
he
up
can't.
here.
Again, we're not talking about the ancillary shit. We're not talking about the record you sold. We're talking about the stadiums you sold out. We're talking about the skill set of rapping. If someone else writes your rhymes, you will never be the GOAT because those are not your fucking rhymes.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're just gonna exclude that song or wherever he
No,
did.
no, 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 no.
We're just
Your whole
exclude
career is
that
excluded,
to the
brother.
side.
Your whole career is excluded once you have someone write your rhymes.
No,
You're
we all can
done.
make we all can make mistakes, and
That's
so
not
put that to
that's
the side.
not a
Yeah.
that's not a mistake. That's a fucking choice, and you know it. If you're in the rap game, you don't have someone else write your rhymes. It's a fucking choice.
No,
A
no.
choice that takes you out of GOAT contention.
I think that's a naive way of thinking.
No, no, no. What you're
That's a
saying is not
naive
a
way of
way of thinking.
thinking.
I'm talking about historically what hip hop is based on. You're talking about some bullshit that you want to happen.
Historically, things have to change,
No, they don't.
and change has happened
This is the
because
only
motherfuckers
genre
is
where
not
you're
selling
held to a
CDs.
higher standard.
Nobody selling CDs, Royal. We got what iTunes and Apple Music and Spotify. We got motherfuckers streaming music. The way we listen to music is way different than we did in the past. And by the way, in the past, when CDs were still relevant, Drake was selling about 400,000, 600,000 first week.
Again, you're changing the subject. That's not what we're fucking talking about, and you know it. We're not
I'm
talking
talking about
about that.
that. I'm talking
You,
about
you, no,
why
no, no,
why
no, no, you're
got
bringing
the
up shit. You're bringing up
transgender.
shit that has nothing to do
That's
with nothing.
why he
That's
said
not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. And you
I'm
know, you're
talking
bringing
about.
up shit that no, that's not what we're talking about.
You
That's
said
not what we're talking about. That's not at all what we're talking about. You know what? I don't know. That's not
this
what we're
thing
talking
that
about.
the history says that he has to write his own shit, right? All of it, right?
Yes, those are the rules of the game. Yes,
I'm saying that shit has to be updated because the way we listen to music.
that has
Things are
not
different from the past.
that has nothing to do with anything.
That's the truth. That's the truth of it.
That has nothing to do with anything.
So that rule has to be is clearly outdated and
No,
needs to
no, no, no,
be updated.
no, 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 no.
There's no look.
What you're saying is ignorant and
It's
not
not.
relevant to anything. It is very ignorant, sir, because we went from 45s to big vinyls to cassettes to CDs to streaming. Okay,
Mhm.
and it's still all music, right? Music hasn't fucking changed that much. The way we produce music has changed. The way we listen to it has changed. But the thing of recording an audio sample and playing it back, that has not fucking changed. The only thing that's changed is the way we actually listen to the shit. And again, you're trying to make rules that don't exist. You're trying to change rules that shouldn't be fucking changed.
Why shouldn't it be changed, Roy? Why should it not be changed?
Why shouldn't it be changed?
Why shouldn't it be changed?
I'll tell you why it shouldn't be changed.
Why?
Because anybody with a fucking AI right now can say, "Oh, I'm the greatest rapper of all time." Because ChatGPT wrote the rhymes using fucking Drake or Kendrick AI program to rap the rhymes, and you're probably, "Oh, I'm the greatest of all time." My song sold 12 million copies on fucking Spotify, Apple, whatever the fuck it is. I'm the GOAT. I hit the top of the charts right there off of AI Chat GPT Drake song. I'm the fucking GOAT. I didn't write none of this shit. I'm the GOAT.
Hmm.
And your argument against that is nothing, because that's what you asked for.
Well, my argument against that
So your argument,
is that
you have
I
no
do have an
argument
argument
against that,
because
because that's exactly what you
has
asked for.
again. Sure.
That's literally what you asked for.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. That's literally what you're asking for.
No. So Drake. So again, so Drake has made music before Apple Music and Spotify and all of them, right? So we have music of his to put on display that is timeless music before streaming as being relevant.
You're changing subjects.
And
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 you're
and
changing subjects and being
and
disrespectful to your arguments.
it's before the quote unquote ghostwriting too.
No, it isn't before the goes
And
right,
it's
nigga.
before it. Wasn't Drake making music before 2015?
Nobody say he did make music before
Uh-huh.
that.
Where
That,
anybody talk
that
about ghostwriting then?
that's not the point. You know
Huh?
it. That's not the point.
Exactly.
That's not the
Exactly.
exactly
There we
nothing.
go.
You didn't make a point.
Exactly.
You made no point right there,
Exactly.
sir.
Exactly.
Exactly what? You made no point.
Exactly.
You made no
Exactly.
point. What do you say exactly to? Exactly nothing?
Exactly.
You made
My
no point
fucking
there.
point.
There is no point. You made no point there. What are you talking
I
about?
did make a point.
What was the point you made? I want to hear, what was the point you made right there?
Because we don't have to worry about your scenario is saying that anybody can say that the greatest because of fucking chat GPT and other AI services now claim that the greatest by having saying that they wrote the shit, right? I'm saying Drake has clearly been making music prior to these new innovations, to where we can say that he's made music that is on a greatest status level, even before the ghostwriting claims, right?
The Ghostwriter claims those all. No,
2011, Take
no, no,
Care
no, no,
came
no,
out.
no, no, no,
2011, Take
no,
Care
no.
came out.
Your argument is what
2011,
you're
Take Care
no
came out, right?
what you're saying is that
2011,
Drake
Take Care
was
came
writing
out.
before. Okay,
That's
go ahead.
one of the greatest
Go
albums.
ahead.
That's 100 albums of hip hop. Period.
Go ahead.
So I'm saying that clearly he has been he showed that he's been one of the greats.
Again, no one is saying the man doesn't write. No one is saying he isn't a great artist. He will never be
Because
the
he's a
great.
great artist, right?
He will
Because
never
he
be the
has a top
greatest
100
rapper with
album.
ghost
He has a
writing.
top 100 album of all time, Royal.
That's not what we're talking about. That's literally not what we're talking about. You're trying to make points that don't make no damn sense
They
and
make
argue
sense. What are you
and argue.
talking about?
No, it does. It makes zero sense.
You're saying that, hey, I don't want this rule to change because motherfucker uh fucking little Dicky can fucking have a little AI service thing and doctor him up some rhyme lyrics. All you have to do is find the beat and just and memorize the lines and say, "Hey, I'm the greatest of all time." Well, I'm saying that Drake is dated back way before all these things to say, "Hey, I've been rapping like this. I've been one of the greatest. Been making top songs even before the ghostwriting allegations."
They're not allegations. They're fucking true, nigga. It's not like it's a
How
mystery
do you
where it
want to
came
say
from.
that you
They're
Alex?
fuck,
Even
nigga.
before
They're
then,
fucking true,
he has a top 100 album. Even before then,
nigga. That's not the argument. That's not the
that's
fucking.
relevant. How is that not
That's
relevant?
not relevant. That's not what we're arguing right here. That's not what we're arguing. That's not what we're
But
arguing.
like this, Barry Bonds should be a Hall of Famer, right? He was a Hall of Famer even quote unquote before he took steroids or ACH, one or the other.
Him, Sosa, McGuire all need to be out the fucking Hall of Fame because they're fucking dope heads, nigga. The fuck are you talking about? Once you take your record, it's tainted. What about that? Don't you understand?
So one record. So we're gonna weigh this one record compared to to the millions of records he's done giving us out that's been top tier of him that he wrote.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck if it was a throwaway. If it was a throwaway skit in his record and he's somebody else wrote that shit. If he did not rob his shit, it negates everything. What about that? Don't you understand?
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Well, I expect more from you, but it's all good.
How?
It's all good,
how
man. It's all good,
nigga,
man. We go to the next topic. It's fine. It's
no,
cool.
no, no, no,
I
no, no,
respect it.
no,
I
no, no,
respect
no,
it. I
no,
respect it.
no,
I
no, no,
respect it. I
no,
respect
no.
I respect
We're not doing this bullshit. We are not doing this bullshit.
it. I respect it.
You cannot come in here and say, "Oh, I want to change the rules to this and that, other bullshit," and not respect the history or the culture of hip hop. Like, that's what you signed up for. No one made Drake a rapper. Nobody said, "Hey, we gonna force put a gun in your head and make you a rapper, nigga." These are the rules that come in the game, and you know what rules come with it. Now I don't give a fuck if you had somebody wrote half a line from you, a quarter line from you, the whole goddamn song. As soon as you rap their lyrics, you're out of GOAT contention. Nobody said you're not a good rapper. Nobody said you didn't write. Nobody said you can't make hits. That's not what we're saying. As soon as someone writes you a rhyme, half a rhyme, quarter rhyme, I'm gonna fuck what it is. I don't care if it's 2 bars. As soon as you write, sing a rap them 2 bars that they wrote for you, you're out of GOAT contention, nigga. Yeah, you're done.
He's not
You're
done.
done.
He's a roach. He survives atomic bombs coming.
Again, that's not saying you can't make great music. That's not saying you're not going to be good at what you do. He's a great musician. He does what he does, but he will never be the GOAT because he has ghost fucking writers. That's not hard to understand. It's not hard to understand.
Yeah,
Again, I'm not pulling nothing out of my ass. I'm not making up no new shit. This is what it is. Now, if you're someone that doesn't respect hip hop and don't give a fuck about it, cool. Drake can be your GOAT all you want. I'm talking about people that actually like hip hop and understand the rules of hip hop and this rap game. Drake can never be a fucking GOAT. Again, that's not objectively, that's not objectively, I mean, that's not subjectively my opinion. Those are fucking facts to what the genre and the culture is. Again, I'm not making up my own scale here saying, hey, oh, I'm winning this on this scale. I'm doing this on my own list. This is what the rules of the genre are. Because you don't like the shit doesn't not make it true. You can not like the shit or take the shit all you want. That doesn't not make it true.
rules are made to be updated.
Now if you want to make your own genre
Make
over there,
limits.
that's not rap. Let's say it's not rap hip hop, it's hip hop hippity hop over there. You want to make this own genre as hip hop hippity hop, and you want to put Drake over there and say, "Oh, you can have someone write all your rhymes. We don't give a fuck about that. You don't gotta write. You can write all or none of your some of your rhymes. I don't know whatever you want to do over there and make those the rules. That cool. You go over there and do that. But
Well,
in
you got
rap and hip hop, those are not the rules. That was not set up when the game was set up, and it is what it is.
well
Now,
you
again,
gotta
if
let
you
go. You gotta let go some of this old nigga hate. You guys,
like a what?
some of this old nigga hate.
First off, me and Drake are the same fucking age, so I'm not an old nigga.
Man, you are 40. You
Second,
like
second
30.
off, it's not hate.
You like 38. Something like that.
Second off, it's not fucking hate. Just because I'm a student of the hip hop game, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Actually, studied history of the culture doesn't mean it's hate. Again, just because you're a casual hip hop fan, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, does not make it hate. If you're casual, cool. Say you're casual. You're casual. I understand. You're casual. Cool. You're a casual fan. Cool. I get that. Drake can be your goat all you want. Drake your goat, cool. I have a problem with you saying Drake is your goat. I have no problem with you saying that. Drake can be your goat all the time. But we're speaking on hip hop. Drake will never be a goat in hip hop because he has ghostwriters. Again, it's not. This is a subjective fact. It's not me objectively saying, "Oh, this is what I think about it." No, this is a fact within the rules of hip hop. He will never be a goat because he has ghost fucking writers. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold on.
I think Royal has his do rag on a little bit too tight, and a lot of the old nigga hate, comes to fruition because you got Jay-Z, fanatics, you got people. Well, I agree, people are Lil Wayne fanatics because I feel like Lil Wayne is like Shaq. He's like his own category. He's one of those artists that you can't quantify, and like he's one of those people you just put him to the side. Like he's on a whole different stratosphere as far as that talent goes. Like nobody can do what he does. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see, but for Royal, he just believes in like Jay-Z and shout out to Nas because Nas has definitely transcended time as well. Nas, Big Pun. big puns out of the big puns. Well, Tupac's and Biggie's, those are the names. But as we can see, over time, Drake has definitely just put in um, a lot of work and just been on a run for at least good 10, 15 years, since '09, right? We're in the year 2024. So you can only imagine, you know, and good comparisons, LeBron James. LeBron James, since I've seen when he got drafted back in 2000 and 2003, I believe, right? 2003, and let's see, we're in the year of 2024, and he's been at least on a run, crazy run for 10, 15 plus years of just extreme dominance from him getting the points record and being like top 10, top five, and all over uh, statistical categories. So, with that comparison with Drake and LeBron, sometimes, we as the elder statesmen have to pass the torch to the next generation. You have to update and revise some things, yeah, because that's just the
I
way
bet.
history does. You have to make a transitional period in terms of rules and regulations in order to get with the times. You just can't stay in a one track mind and just think that one size fits all, and instead of without putting other things into its proper context. But
Are you
that
talking
is
about changing the rules of hip hop right now? Is that what you're talking about? Changing the rules of hip hop? Is that what you're speaking on right now when I come back to you?
essentially
Again, if
I think we can move on, man. I think
again,
people get this.
again, okay. This is the final thing I'm saying. We're gonna
Bro.
move on.
People got to
The
sit.
what you're speaking on is a totally different genre of music. That's not hip hop.
What do you mean? How is Drake not hip hop?
I'm not nigga. I'm not talking about
How's it
Drake.
not hip hop?
I'm talking about what you're speaking on. Change the rules of hip hop. That will essentially make it not hip hop.
How?
Hip hop is the only genre of music where you have to write your own rhymes. If you want to do something else, that's
A lot of hip hop
R&B, that's
songs,
pop.
a lot of hip hop songs where people don't write their rhymes. Now,
Again,
are you
if,
saying if you're a rapper? Are you saying?
okay, okay. You're technically correct. There are a lot of hip hop songs who don't write their own rhymes, but they'll never be. They will never be the goats. Okay, this is the only genre to be considered the greatest of all time. You have to write your own rhymes. I'm not saying you're not a great rapper, a great writer, whatever else you want to do, great hit maker, whatever it is. But to be a GOAT, you have to write your own rhymes 100% of the time. If not, you will never be the GOAT. This is not me making this shit up. This is not me pulling some shit out of my ass. These are the rules that started the damn game. That if you want to be considered a GOAT, and you don't write your own shit, you gotta go to a different genre. Go be singing Beyonce, go over there and be a pop with Lady Gaga, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Go over there with country with Post Malone. I don't give a fuck what you did. But you will never be the GOAT in hip hop if you don't write all your own rhymes. That's not for debate.
Listen,
It's not subjective. It's not the rules you change the new generation, all that other shit. No, that if you want to do that, create a different genre that's not hip hop.
fair
It could be
enough,
it,
Lord.
it could be hip hop adjacent. It could be hip hop's cousin, hippity hop, whatever you want to call it. It will never be hip hop, and you will never be the go in hip hop if you have someone writing your rhymes. Now, if you say cool, I'll take myself out of the GOAT conversation. I'm no longer in hip hop. I'm in hippity hop. And I can have all the ghost writers, the other people write for me I want. You can be the goat over there, cool. You're the goat over there. I have no problem with that. I have not one problem with it. But don't disrespect this culture and this art form by having things that aren't part of the art form to make you the goat. I'm not saying they aren't part of the art form at all, but they aren't part of the argument for goats. You can't bring them in and say, "Oh yeah, that's now part of the goat shit." No, it was, and never will be.
So you consider Nikki a goat?
Is Nicki one of the greatest female rappers of all time?
No, besides gender, just talking about total.
There are a couple I consider the goats of hip hop. And as far as I know, as far as I know, no one ever came out and say they written for these women. I'll say Nicki. I'm gonna say Queen Latifah, Missy Elliott, one of the greatest rappers of all time. I don't know about no MC Light did have some written for her, but she was a child when she came out. She was really like 13. So I can't I can't hold that against her. Remember, that's what I said. You can't hold it against a child because they're a fucking child. Again, that's the exception to the rule because she started when she was a fucking child. So I'll give her the exception. She's still in there because she was a child when she came out.
So you consider T.I. Better rapper than Drake?
I'm not saying they're a better rapper. I'm saying they're under the go contention. That's you know that's what I'm saying.
All right,
You
bro.
know that's what I'm saying.
I got you. I got you.
You're about to argue some dumb shit.
I got you. I got
Let's end it right here.
you.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
We can move on to the
You
next
know exactly what
subject.
I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. We're gonna jump it. We got two more things that we done. Well, I guess three more things that we done. All right. For some local news, the Maryland State Fair is back.
Down to it.
It
You
has
going?
started. Yeah, I'm gonna go. It has started
Bring on your baby mothers?
no, I'm gonna think about it. It's been a couple. It started this weekend. It started on Thursday, and it goes on until September the 8th. That is the Maryland State Fair.
Yeah, man.
There's also the Maryland Renaissance Fair that has started already. The Maryland Renaissance Fair is going until October, I believe.
It's good. Some great things happen in the community. So if you got time and you got kids and the sun is out, you might want to bring them
Go
out.
visit those. Go visit those. The State Fair
Um,
and Renaissance Fair.
visit
Those are good things. Very
those
positive. Good to say.
events.
Let's see. What else we got? Okay, we got Marvel News. We got RDJ. It's been announced that the new Avengers movie is Avengers Doomsday. We've been told who Doctor Doom is right now. It is RDJ, Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. How you feel about that, Roy?
Now, body, we don't know what this movie is about. I don't believe he's the main continuity or he's the main continuity Doom. I believe he's a variant.
A variant?
I believe RDJ's Doom is a variant.
Do you think that well, that's tough, because
There's a couple of possibilities he could be of who he is, and there's a couple of Doom Iron Man that are in comic book. I'm not talking about when Doom took over as Iron Man. When Doom took over as Iron Man, I'm talking about Tony Stark is Doom. There's a couple of them a couple of universes where that's happening. Now I don't know which version they're going with this name. Now I don't know if he's going to be Iron Man Doom, whether he's going to be a variant of Doom, which he's more likely going to be a variant of Doom.
yeah.
Now again, I don't know which variant of Doom he's going to be. But he's going to be, in my opinion, again, this is not facts. This is just my opinion. He's a Doom variant, and we're going to see a different Doom as the main Doom.
How do you feel about that change personally? Like, how do you feel? Like, you think that they say chose somebody else to be a Doom, or you think, or are you just okay with it being RDJ?
I don't think he's going to be the main continuity then. I do not think he's going to be the main continuity then. Again, in my opinion, I think he's going to be a variant. And
So,
this is the
so,
way this is the way to bring him back.
so you
Not
think
have
it's
him be
just
Iron Man.
propaganda?
No, I don't think it's propaganda. I think this is a way for them to bring RDJ back and get people hyped for Doom, but have him not do as much in the role. Again, I believe he might be he may be the main Doom. I don't think he is, but he may be. If he is, that's cool. That's cool. That works if he is the main Doom. But I personally don't believe they'll make it a main Doom.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Do you how do you feel about them continuing with or trying to step away from the multiverse type of scenario? Well, plot,
Well, they aren't stuck with the
or if they're
multiverse.
trying to kind of do like a slight pivot away
They're
from it.
not. They're not telling. What they're doing is they're pivoting away from Kang because of the incident
Jonathan
with
Majors,
Jonathan
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors, yeah.
But they're not getting rid of the multiverse. That's not happening. They're downscaling it because they were too ambitious with the product they want to do. They weren't giving the product enough time to breathe. They weren't actually having a good writing room because again that was
Right,
exacerbated
right.
with the writer strike. So a lot of stuff that was put on hold or set back because they didn't have everything in place. Again, they're toning down, they're cutting down the actual products they're doing because they had announced like 50, 60 projects. You say some of them fall by the wayside, some of them are not happening. Some of them are happening, but a lot of them either pushed back or they just fell off. Because some of them were just part of the sky shit, like, oh, we might do this, we might do that, we're going to announce it. Some of that shit was never happening.
Right.
But they say, oh, we can announce, because you can announce shit and say, oh, we're thinking about doing this, and we're starting to get some shit done, but they don't have anything solid yet.
All right. So
Again, I think what they're doing is downscaling as they should. They're seeing what exactly will be profitable for them, and they're not pivoting. They're pivoting off of Kang, but not the multiverse. They're downscaling and making a smaller scale multiverse. I think instead of being such a big thing, because we've seen that they actually took out some Kang scenes from the new show that dropped in September. Actually, all along, it was supposed to get the actual origin of Kang and the Mortis in Agatha all along. They cut those scenes out because of course of the John with Jonathan Majors.
and they afford to make a mistake with another series or movie.
Yes.
And if so, what movie do you see or series possibly you see that could be lackluster?
Are you talking Disney as a whole or talking just Marvel?
Marvel.
A couple of their mistakes weren't really mistakes. Like, okay, a couple of things were blown out of proportion and were more so on the audience expectations being too high on things
Hmm.
and negative reviews. Like, what was it? The Marvels was done in by not great marketing and negative review bombing. That was actually a decent movie. That was a decent movie that got review bombed to hell. Cause people saying, "Oh, go broke. It's all girl Marvel. Nobody want to see that shit." And so people didn't see it. Secret Invasion was trash. Secret Invasion was a
Ah,
garbage ass series.
I don't know. Well,
I like Marvel. I like Marvel. Secret Invasion didn't have
I
that.
like
Secret Invasion was
I
gone.
like Secret Invasion.
I'm saying Secret Invasion was gone because they didn't move the story along at all.
Well,
It
yes,
did
that's true.
nothing. It did nothing. Like that if it moved the story along or actually progressed the storyline of the multiverse or anything in the universe, I would say it was decent, but it was gone because it did nothing to the universe. It did nothing for
Well,
the
yeah, it was
universe.
pointless. That was good for what it was. I think though, if
It,
it
it,
would
it, was it, was a
actually,
good it was a good spy thriller, which it was supposed to be. But I'm talking about in the universe, it did nothing to move the chain along. Now
that's true.
you can have things in the universe that are separated or secluded or let's say insular. They're insular things within the universe tangential ties to the greater storyline, but it has to move the overarching storyline along. They can say, okay, we're doing this storyline right here. It's going to tie to this, but not totally. But it's going to move the overall storyline we're doing along.
Mhm.
That moves nothing along in Marvel. Nothing. She-Hulk. She-Hulk was a decent series. It was decent, but it moved the storyline along nowhere. It introduced She-Hulk. It was a great introduction to her, but it really moved the overall timeline along nowhere.
I feel you, bro.
So if you have these projects, I'm not saying all the projects got tired of everything, but it should at least move the timeline somewhere. Move it. I don't give a fuck to move it an inch. Move it somewhere where it's not like, oh, this didn't do anything. This doesn't matter at all.
Right.
And again, that same came and some stories like, okay, this story is set right here, it's done right here. It's not, it's not, it's not big and bold. There's no great, no universal, multiversal stuff. Cool. It could be, it's just this, somebody blew up something, this, and this. Cool. But it has to move the overall story along. And I believe if it doesn't impact the overall story, it shouldn't be done. I believe they were over ambitious with certain things. They didn't let the writers actually get to write because they had a set schedule. And they said, all right, we're going to rush this shit. We're going to rush this shit because we already have a date. And once you lock in those movie dates and those TV dates, they're done. The TV dates you can move around a little bit. You might have some leeway more with them. But the movie dates, you have to stick to those dates. Otherwise, another company is going to take that shit.
Respect.
So you try again with these studios. I look ahead a year or two ahead and say, okay, this studio has this weekend, the studio has this weekend. It's not the major dropping on this weekend. We're gonna go here during these weekends, and we're not gonna overlap ourselves.
I feel you.
So they did have stronger and more tighter storylines, and actually move the story along, and give something for people to actually care about. Don't just do something you think is popular or you think it's going to hit with a particular segment. You need to do something that's going to hit with a wider audience. You can't pander. You can't pander to a specific audience. Like I said, you can't pander to a specific audience
Yeah, you got
because pandering doesn't work. That's not to say you can't be inclusive. You can't include people. You can't show diversity. I'm just saying you don't pander to a specific group. And you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
yeah. We just need
But again, better
the better writing
storylines, better
and
storylines, and tighter storylines.
tighter
Don't have to be all
storylines.
willy nitty. Let it actually be a tight, concise story that actually makes sense. Not all over the goddamn place, and we're good. Again, we need better writer rooms. Again, we need better writer rooms, and let the actual writers write and actually get a consistent and concise script, and not so much studio interference. Again, we see what can happen now with all the Sony movies where you see where the movie, not to throw those stones in the way, but Man was fucking garbage.
Yeah, I
That movie
didn't.
was that script was picked through and did and rewrote 7 different times, and none of the original story stayed there. You can see parts of the original story, a little bits and pieces of the original story, but that movie made no sense. Again, that's not a Marvel movie, it's a Sony Marvel movie. Marvel got to sign off on it, but that was a terrible movie. And that's what you get when you don't let the writers actually do their fucking job. Hopefully, Craven the Hunter, which is a Sony Marvel movie, that's not a Marvel movie, is actually good.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Because
Interested to see what it's about.
Sony Marvel has been garbage. Aside from Spider Verse films, which I'm mad that Spider Verse got pushed back again because it's supposed to drop like this week, but it got pushed back a whole other year. I don't know why it got pushed back a year.
Which
And
one? Into the Spider Verse
the whatever the next one was it the sequel to
part
the
two.
last one.
Part
Yeah,
two. Yeah, yeah.
Part two got
Yeah,
pushed back
I
a whole
thought it
other
was
year.
going to come out. Yeah, I thought it was
It
supposed
was
to come
supposed to
out.
drop this week. Part two got pushed back, and they fired the directors. Now this is now, mind you, this is the only good Marvel content over there at Sony.
Right now, yeah. Well, Venom, kind of.
Venom is decent. I said good.
Well,
Venom is decent at
Venom's
best.
good to me, man.
Again, I said good media over there at Sony is the Spider-Verse shit. And again, hopefully they figure this shit out. They get together. But Marvel hasn't had that many duds. Like mainstream Marvel has only had what 2 or 3 misses in the last decade and a half.
That's true. Well,
If you only
What the Marvels, and what um trying to think of something else. And Ant-Man, right?
Thor wasn't theatrically, it wasn't a mess. It was it was audience paying, but that did great at the end.
Oh yeah, yeah, because we came up. Well, we're gonna come see Thor.
Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't a mess. Now I didn't like people didn't like the storyline of Thor, but again, people didn't understand the storyline of Thor. Thor: Love and Thunder was not being told in real time. It was a retelling. This is a bedtime story
Mm,
told from the Korg's point of view. Korg, the rock monster, he was
mm.
telling the little girl a bedtime story about what happened since she got there. That's what that was. And people didn't understand that. No, that wasn't that the movie was the movie, but that was a bedtime story told to a child. Like the Princess Diary was a bedtime story told to a child. That's really what that was. I didn't some of the humor I didn't thought was a little too far.
Mhm.
Some of it wasn't funny in my opinion. I thought the two ghosts was hilarious. The two ghosts going every time. That was hilarious to me. But some of the shit I could have did without. Some of the shit I really could have did without the
It was
story.
dark, dark.
But the story was mid. The story was mid. That's it. The story was mid. A lot of people like some people liked it, some people didn't like it. The story overall was mid as hell. The Marvels was critically panned by the critics and it didn't do well in the theaters. Now again, there was a lot of negative reviews and people saying I'm not going to see it because it's all girls. Not because they didn't like the movie, not because they had good points. They said I don't want to see an all girl Marvel movie. That's literally what people said. They didn't go
That's
see
true.
it. The movie was decent. The movie wasn't horrible. It had a good storyline you can follow along with. It actually progressed the story of the multiverse, and it did great things for the overall universe. Again, but people say I don't watch an all girl Marvel movie. It's pandering to girls. It's pandering to the woke, to the left, or whatever they want to say. And I'm not going to see that shit. And people didn't go see it. And that's not Marvel's fault. That's people not going to see the movie. Marvel did everything they could to get people to see it. Again, I think it should change some of their marketing for that.
Makes
People
sense.
felt it was a little bit too heavy, but hey, I love the movie. The movie was good, in my opinion. But yeah, people didn't see the movie and they hate it. Everybody seen the movie, seen it, said it was decent, said it was at least decent. You haven't seen it, cool. If you don't like it, that's cool. If you don't like you see the movie, don't like the movie, cool. Or people that haven't seen the movie hate it. Ant
Hey,
Man, Ant Man moved the chains, but the actual story of Ant Man was garbage.
yes, and some of the things that happened in there was garbage, like the weakening of Kang's powers, and that was kind of lackluster, and I
Well,
almost feel like
people that don't read the comics don't know who the fuck Kang is. They don't know his power. They don't know anything about that. They don't know anything about Kang. They know nothing about him. Most people, you ask them who the fuck is Kang, they don't know who the hell it is. I know who Kang is. I read comic books. A lot of people don't know who the fuck Kang is, don't know where he's from, don't know his name or nothing. I I believe Ant Man moved the overall storyline along, which is great. It did move the universe along
mm,
because it introduced certain things that had to happen. But the overall storyline of Ant Man didn't make sense because it didn't. it wasn't a tight story as an Ant-Man story. It was a good story as an overall universe story, but as an Ant-Man story, it didn't make sense. Like it should have been an concise story about Ant-Man and then fed into the overall universe, and
Mm-hmm.
not be a good story about the overall universe and then try to feed into Ant-Man. It was a vehicle for the overall universe and not an Ant-Man story vehicle, which it should have been.
Respect. All right, Roy, we're coming on time. Let's go to the last one.
Last one is football season almost here, baby.
Both those here, Ravens Nation, Jordy.
We got
Let's get
college
it.
football. We got college football this
College
weekend.
football.
Just
Uh,
started. That was great.
yeah, a shout to EA Sports and creating NCAA 2025 and giving these student athletes a lot of exposure. So now that we know that we could put a name to the face of these student athletes, it's going to bring back more attention to college football. Which that's been lacking over the recent years.
Oh yeah, a lot of people brought NCAA over this weekend because college football actually is back. They say, "Oh yeah, my team about to start. I want to
Mhm.
see what this. I want to see if I can do what I can do a dynasty mode. I want to play with my friends, all that." So, sales went up. Uh, Madden sales went up as well because actual football comes back, not just because but regular football
And
still should be starting soon.
I mean, a lot of sports betting. A lot
Oh,
of
last
sports
foot back
betting.
going crazy. Last foot, man, DraftKings going crazy today.
Yeah,
DraftKings and sportsbook and all that go crazy
that's
today.
DraftKings, FanDuel.
Oh,
Uh,
that's going wild.
he's not an ad, by the way, but I mean, if y'all want to sponsor us, then I mean,
What's the
but yeah,
what's the shit with Gilbert Arenas? What's the
Underdog
shit?
Fantasy.
Yeah, underdog fantasy. All of them going crazy. All of them going crazy this weekend. But yeah, it's going. It feels good. It feels good to have football back. Feel good to have
Yeah,
football back.
great to have football back. Great to have college football back, and
Oh, shout out to
we'll
Amazon
have
Prime for that Thursday
basketball.
night. Shout out to Amazon Prime for that Thursday night football games. Oh, I love that.
But yeah, Amazon
Love
Prime. Yeah,
that.
you
Yes,
might be getting
sir.
basketball too as well.
Oh
And
yeah,
shout out to the WNBA for real, NBA too, and
yeah,
also the Olympics. Shout out to the men's and women's team for getting gold.
yeah. Get that W. Get that
Um,
W.
but again for the WNBA, shout out to Scout Sky and Angel Reese is doing her thing. Moving along in
Hometown
the
hero right there.
game
Baltimore
of women's
Betty. Baltimore
basketball.
Betty.
And also we got 2K coming up, so
Yeah, 2K, 2K25.
that's a big event. September.
Oh, oh, have you seen the seen they released the Sunday ticket by itself now?
I think I've seen some ads about it. I'm thinking about getting it.
It's like $600 something for the whole year. Then you get there's like 200 something for red zones.
When? What was
You
this?
didn't see this?
It was six
Hold
hundred.
on. How about put it up right now? I'm gonna put it up right now. Let me see.
Yeah, but I know I'm gonna I got a what do you call it? NBA the NBA subscription for a year. That's when you get when you pre-order
Oh my bad. My
Hall
bad.
of Fame edition of
Let me see.
NBA 2K. So I got that going on. So I'll see all the basketball games this year.
Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Here it is. Here it is. NFL Sunday ticket is 500 it's $479 with the NFL Red Zone add-ons $40.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
if you're a YouTube TV subscriber, NFL Sunday ticket is $100 less. So if you subscribe to YouTube TV, you get it for $379. If you don't subscribe to YouTube TV,
500.
you get it for $379. So you save $100 if you subscribe to YouTube TV. Then you got another 40 on top of a red zone.
I'm just gonna, you
So you're
know,
paying about 450 for yeah, about 450 if you got YouTube TV and you want the whole Sunday ticket and red zone package.
Roy, you got it.
Hell no, I ain't paying for that bullshit. Fuck you mean? I ain't paying for that shit when I had college. Man, fuck cable.
We have other ways of seeing the games that we need to see for
All,
football.
all, all, all I'm saying, I'm not paying for uh I watch the local in market games. Let me say that. I watch the
Yeah,
local in market games because
local marketing.
of course you got blackout dates and all that other stuff. But I'll be watching the in market local games
Me too.
and the ones on Prime because I pay for Prime.
Oh yeah, Prime. Yeah, South Prime.
But yeah,
Yeah.
other than that, I will not be watching any NFL Sunday Ticket. I'm sorry to say. And I'm a YouTube TV subscriber. I got YouTube TV, but I'm not paying for that shit. That's too rich for my blood, bro. That's too rich for my blood.
She was rich from my blood, man. All right, I think
But it's
that
gonna be a fun season. It's gonna be a fun season to
it'll be a
watch.
fun season. I think that just about does it for this episode, guys.
That's it.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Simply Awesome podcast. We love giving you guys this content as well. Um, again, so this is going to be the start of a run that we're going to be on. So, soon as you get this episode, I expect for the next episode to be um, uh, on the channel within next week or so. So we're gonna start trending and give you guys more content. I'll definitely have a little bit more time and with maneuvering between school and all my endeavors. I feel like I owe it to the fans and I owe it to Roy, to be more consistent, and we're going to be giving you guys more updated content as well. Please, guys, keep us in your prayers. Please stay CO-19 free. Stay free just in general in terms of all the negativity that's going on in the world, and
Mhm.
keep your family close and try to maintain as best possible because you never know what may happen. So again, bid you adieu, arrivederci, all that good stuff. This is Simply Awesome Podcast. Until next time, peace.